You're
It has
killing
been.
me. You're really killing me. Okay. And yeah, we should be live now. We'll start soon. I just want to make sure there's no other mistakes or hiccups on my end. Looks like Ian can join us this week and then can't join us next week. And I'm not even sure about Duke and his schedule. All right, and we should be live in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, got the timing down this time. All right, so before I start, okay, next week we might just have to. Yeah, next week we might just have to not have a session. So what the hell's going on? Oh my god, Tristan just, oh wait, no, he's back.
Oh my god.
Did your computer crash?
No, Zoom just went fucking
Haywire?
yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad it didn't crash. Cause I was like, you posted it up, and I was like, "What the fuck is people want? Do people want now?"
Yeah, I saw Zoom minimize or close, and I'm like, "Fuck! Did my computer just crash?" No, it's just Zoom being retarded.
All right. Well, last time you all left off, you left the port of Eiley, and you were in a group of ships together. You were the middle one, on your way to Sierra with some of the refugees on board, and you guys were to be questioned by the Inquisitor, or the Inquisitor was supposed to take you around the city to talk to certain individuals when you guys got to the capital. However, during your travels up north along the seas here, a distant cloud seemed to come down upon this ship that you were on, then eventually envelop you. In this thick mist of a fog, you realized that many pirates started to basically come down on ropes, swing on board from above, as a massive shadow loomed overhead. Two water elementals seemed to appear as you eventually were all captured. Afterwards, you guys were locked up somewhere up above within the ship that seems to be flying overhead. You all then tried to start managing to find a way to escape in different ways. It was Henri and Lawson together in Furnace and Novena. The day before, basically the day before, during the night when you guys were captured, Lawson and Henri, using clever, not so clever insults and clever planning though, made a massive hole appear at the bottom of the ship where they were at. Using Lawson's robe of many, whatever, it's like useful things, right? What is it called, Dylan?
Robe of...
I know you created the item, which is first of all really cool.
Robe of useful items.
A robe of useful items. You tore off the whole patch, stuck it down at the foot of this pirate. A massive hole appeared, and the pirate went and fell far below. into eventually the briny depths. Then you guys caused a bit of a ruckus as somebody was entering this area, and a few of them, as they entered, Lawston, you decided to cast darkness, so they couldn't see their footing. One of them fell in. I believe Henri then used Gust to try to push the other one in, which worked. And then on top of that, you also used Lightning Lure as soon as everything became visible, and Lawston hid in a box, and you were hiding behind some of the boxes to pull this last individual through the hole again, killing 4 pirates in total this way. Fantastic work. Later that night, as you guys were deciding what to do, Lawston and Henri barricaded both the doors on the bottommost shelf of bottommost part of this ship, with the boxes and supplies in this room. The refugees, you guys told them to stay put as they would help figure out a way. You told them that you guys would help figure out a way to get them out. Ovina, on the other hand, after her plans didn't go too well with Furnace, as you guys were taking a long rest, Ovina, you decided to turn into a small spider. As everyone was sleeping, you skittered out of there, and you were met with a large room filled with hammocks and stuff like that, which most of them were, already full, with sleeping sailors and such like that, sleeping pirates. However, on the way out of there, you notice that there was a stairway that goes up to the next part with 2 double doors. But instead of going up the stairs, you decided to go on the 2 side doors next to the stairway. And when you realized there was boxes covering and blocking this way, you entered there to find Lawston and Henri just kind of relaxing as best as possible, trying to take a long rest in this stressful situation. The morning's coming, as it has been a long rest, and I know you guys rolled for long rest last time, and you guys are planning on, if I recall properly last time, walking out of there,
saving all the refugees and, commandeering this vessel of good.
No.
Towards the sunset.
No, the proper term I remember was, let's
slaying all the evildoers.
Let's slit everyone's throats.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, there's something I need to do on Twitch. I think it's my 6-month anniversary.
Oh, is it your... Okay. Well, either way, you guys are now... had a long rest. I believed everyone did go to sleep. And now it's the crack of dawn. You could hear some footsteps above, but not much. It's still early enough in the morning. The sun hasn't fully risen, but you could tell the skies are lightening down below this hole that you've created, where the wind is constantly like... And it's kind of loud and obnoxious in here, and a couple of the people are cold. However, they're huddled up, and you guys have had a long rest. Now, what are you guys doing? All you see down below the hole, by the way, is still cloud. Like, just a haze of clouds and mists. You're muted.
I have none of my weapons.
Yeah.
Or Arrington.
None of you have...
So I'm basically like a regular person now.
None of you have any of your gears. The only... I was fine with letting you keep your robe just because it's kind of part of your clothing, I imagine.
Yeah. I only have my focus. I don't have a spell pouch.
Well, first things first. I want to steal a gun. Second, if all goes to hell, I can set this boat on fire.
Let's do it. Let's do it right now.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Do you see what's below us?
That
Clouds.
sounds like the best
Well,
idea.
yes,
There's
but,
water
like,
below us. We'll be fine.
Worst comes to worst.
That's not how water works.
If we're gonna die, we're gonna
Why?
die going
Water
down in
beats
flames.
fire. Yeah, we'll go down in flames and then be immediately put out. We'll be fine.
Anyways, do any of you have potions?
No.
No.
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna rip off my patch of potions, Pete.
Oh, okay. Didn't
and
you get
4
two
pots
of
of
them?
healing. No, I only had 1.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think I used the other one, but
You
yeah,
used
I
the
had 4
other
pots
one.
of healing up here.
Okay.
I look over to Lawson. I don't need any. I'm
I-
pretty good on healing.
As he rips off a
Look at you.
patch, the patch kind of unravels in his hand, and you can see 4 sizable bottles of regular healing potions that appear.
Henri, you take 2 of them.
Thank you.
Oh,
Not a problem.
are you two fully healed up? I never asked.
Yeah, I should be fine.
That could be better.
You good? Okay, I'm gonna
I'm
dump. Okay.
Alright, so we don't have a lot of time. I got a real quick idea. I drink my potion of invisibility, commandeer the ship, send it tumbling down to the ocean, and we survive somehow.
That sounds like a great plan.
That
Thank
sounds
you.
absolutely terrible.
Things always work out for us.
That's
Some of the
2 against 1.
refugees that you're talking about, it's like, I don't think we're gonna survive if you
Don't
crash
worry,
it
I'm
into the
joking. I'm just
ocean.
joking. Don't worry. Don't worry. But that's all I
Insight
really
check.
got.
Okay, give me an insight check. And Dylan, give me either persuasion or deception check, depending on what you're doing.
Where's insight? There it is. That's nope.
Hey, he says he's joking.
Okay.
Yeah, but what can you do? Because all of my spells are pretty much helping people.
I have some damaging spells, but not many. A
I
lot of this.
have all damaging spells.
I see. Well, alright. How about... I've never actually been in a ship before besides the other one. We have a captain's quarters, we have the deck with the steering wheel. Is there an engine room on an airship?
Give me a Arcana check, Loston, and anyone else that wants to kind of think about it.
Would this be related to magical items or technological devices?
Yes. So you get
Okay.
advantage, I believe.
No, only
Peter?
for history checks, I just want to ask.
Oh, okay.
Using. Can I use Primal Savagery to start scraping up some wood so I can use it for a component?
Yeah, you could start,
Okay.
like, even the boxes and stuff like that, you could use Primal Savagery to adjust how, you know, and then start
Yeah.
making, Even, like, the
I'm
dagger that
enlarge
Loston
my
has.
claws and just start scratching away.
Yeah, you could even use Loston's dagger to do so, too.
That'd also work.
Yeah. As Loston, you're not sure what kind of flying ship this is. There's not really any flying ships that come by often at all the way to Masuriel over in Semtepo where you're from. However, you know, in Sierra and in Mox, between the Elven and Dwarven countries, even though they had this animosity between them for a long time, they started working together quite a while ago to create and improve technology and such like that in different ways than what you're used to. And then one of their things was to try to create flying transportation. And some of them tried to go mechanical, others hybrid. This one, you're not too sure if it's just purely magical or if it's a mix. But it should have either it's all mechanical and there's an engine room, or it's all magical and there's a way to keep this thing afloat, or it's both and they have both things, like a propeller to keep things moving, a way to keep things afloat, that kind of stuff.
Alright, I suggest I sneak off and find the engine room, see what I can gather there, and you guys look for our stuff.
Sounds good to me. I'm pretty sure all of it would be up the stairs. The only other room I saw on this floor was the guard room.
Oh, if it's that close, we might as well suit up and then go.
I believe it's just outside this door.
You hear at this point some kind of bell ringing, a bunch of footsteps, and people kind of clambering and falling over to the floor, getting ready of some sort. You guys can kind of hear as they're muttering, and all of them are kind of running up the stairs that are right above you.
All right, I
Sounds
suggest
like
we do.
it's breakfast bell.
Oh, perfect. I'll shrink myself.
Forgot this
crack
is a
the door
pirate
open a bit.
cruise.
Or actually, Ovina, can you turn back into a spider and not crawl up me this time and go?
I mean, I could, but it's the last time I could do it. Considering that you did, slap me from
Okay,
that.
well, you don't just crawl up. So okay,
How else am I supposed to notify you?
what else can you turn into?
I can't. I can turn into something on lines of like a bear.
Okay, keep that. I'll just shrink myself and see myself out.
Can you go full bear already?
I believe I can because the bear's only like 2 or 3, and it's
Iron, Battlestar Galactica.
yeah, it's a third of my level, which means 2.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
anything CR2.
All right.
All right, someone crack the door open for me.
There's a lot of the stuff in the way.
Just need a crack. I'm gonna cast Reduce on myself.
As Ovino and Henri start adjusting and moving some of the supplies over, the door can be pulled open just enough that you think you can fit through with your reduce spell.
All right, take that off my spell slots.
You're considered now tiny.
Yeah.
I'll give you advantage on stealth checks, depending on how open the area is.
All right, I'm gonna take a peek outside. What do I see in the hallway?
As you take a peek outside, you notice that all the hammocks and such like that you can see are empty. There are a couple. It seems like a bunch of keepsakes and stuff like that hung where some of the hammocks are. You could see some clothing, and it looks like there's one of them couldn't find a boot because there's one boot left down there. But there's satchels of their personal items, it seems like. Some of them that feel like it's safe to leave here have been left here. It's hung up high that you can't really reach at this height, but yeah. There's nobody
Is
here.
it like on the way out of the doorway? Is it like a double hallway, or is it just lead one way?
As when you leave the hallway, it depending on which hallway you leave out of. If you leave out of the left one, the wall's gonna hug your left side. If you leave out of the right one, the walls are gonna hug your right side, and that's the whole of the ship. But
From the direction Ovina told me where the staircase up was going, would that be left or right?
it doesn't matter, because if you go out the right door, it's on your left side. If you go out the left door, it's on the right side. Basically, the
Okay.
door exits are on either side of the stairway up.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to be as stealthy as possible and
Okay.
go around and go up the stairs to the guard room.
Okay. The stairs, it's an effort to climb them because you're so small. I'm not gonna make you do any checks, but I need you to give me a stealth check as the door that you're trying to get to swings open, and you instinctively smush yourself and lay flat against the corner of the stairway and just not breathe. As you feel the steps go doo doo doo, as he grabs something out of his little satchel of stuff that he has hanging, and one of the pirates has hanging, and he runs back up, and he doesn't seem to notice you as he just runs past you. And wait a moment, the doors kind of creak close behind him.
All right.
Climb the rest of the way up, and it's tiring. As soon as you get to the door, when you stick your head underneath the opening to see what's on the other side, you notice that basically what you can see is there's something weird flying by. All right, what you can see is there's not many footsteps, but there's a lot of tables already kind of set up in this area. You could see that there's actually 2 larger stairways from what you can see, and if you're imagining it now, you're looking south. Okay, what you can see is 2 large stairways on either side, and another room that's kind of blocked off by a doorway way down that past the stairway. So about from where you're standing, it's about 25 feet to the doorway, and about maybe 10 to 15 feet to the beginning of the stairway.
If I was a storeroom, where would I be? Okay, I'm gonna book it to the doorway.
Okay. As you start booking towards this doorway, and you start and you kind of like dash beneath the table that's set out and stuff like that. You notice that as soon as you squeeze yourself through this area, there's a few people just kind of a few of the pirates already just kind of finishing up their scraps of meals and stuff like that. As you duck underneath and you slide into this area, none of them seem to recognize you or realize that you're underneath the table. You wait a moment as one of them steps up and opens the door to the doorway that you were about to go to. You realize it's a kitchen.
Alright, never mind. I'm gonna book it up the stairs, and as my spells were coming back, I'm gonna cast it again.
Okay. As you turn around, you notice there are smaller stairways up to a higher platform wait, 1 second, I just need to make sure. Yep. Ahead of you, basically past the doorway that you came from. So if you left the door and then turned around, that's where the stairs lead. But
Okay.
Going up the long stairway, right?
Yeah, Alvina said it was right here. What a liar.
As you dash up, you... Okay. Before you dash up, let me get back to Henri and Ovina. What are you two doing while Lawston has turned smaller and rushed out of here, leaving you two behind?
Do you think it's gonna be okay?
He'll be fine as long as he doesn't get stepped on. Which I definitely almost did when we were just clearing out the stuff.
Huh.
He'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh.
Should we go and try to get a Furnace? That's his name, right?
Yes.
As you guys
Should we
hear,
go get him?
you guys hear footsteps down. And then a moment passes, and the footsteps kind of go running back up.
Hmm.
The guards are active now. How are we supposed to get out of here?
I mean, you have a way to turn small.
Yes.
I don't really have a way to do anything except for create large problems in the ship.
I have some spells I could, but I'm missing the components for it. By chance, do you have gauze and any way to make fire?
I don't have any gauze on me.
Okay.
I mean, they took most of my crap too.
Ovina, you realize some of the shreddings and, things to keep some of the fragile equipment in the storage room safe. It would burn pretty well. You just need a way to light it. That's the thing.
Yeah. And I don't know about you, Andy, but I have no way to light stuff. If I could easily turn you into mist, and then we can just get out of here.
Duke's. Did you guys see what Duke posted?
He knows where it's at. Can I peer outside the hole? Like, can I?
Look outside the hole.
Yeah, like just.
Yeah,
lean
you kind of
over
like
the side
lean
and like
over
poke my head down.
Yeah, you poke your head down. You notice that there's a large, not a wooden sail, or actually, from what you can see, as you lean over, because this is one of the lowest parts of the ship, as you lean your head over, the sail, it's almost like an accordion kind of sail. It looks like it's already fanned out, though, and that's what's helping guide the ship through the air, cut through the air, down below, and it looks like it could be folded up, and when it does, it would make almost like a flat, solid sail for the water, if it does need to go to the water. However,
I mean, it's using wind to like navigate.
It's somehow using wind to navigate. Yes. Whether
how strong is the wind?
It's quite a gust, and that's why in here it's kind of loud in this room because of this hole. The air is kind of coming in and has nowhere to go and it's just making a loud fuss. You might be able to jump out and fly above deck.
That sounds more reckless than something I would do.
Or find a place to kind of like grab onto the side and hope that nobody notices, because I know you're flying last only for a minute, right?
Yeah, I was gonna do that, but how far away is the sail?
The sail down below, it's about like 20 foot. The only thing is, if you jump down and you have no way to fly, you can't reach it.
Yeah, it's 20 feet away from me, right?
About 20 to 15, depending on how you're gonna try to.
Okay, I'm gonna use Storm Guide actually and change the wind's direction, like dramatically.
Okay, how? Because you have this ability as a storm sorcerer now, right?
Yeah.
What does it do, so I know how to interpret it? Okay, Storm Guide. At 6th level, you gain the ability to subtly control the weather around you. If it's raining, you can use the action to cause the rain to stop falling in a 20-foot radius centered on you. You can end the effect as a bonus action. If it is windy, you can use bonus action each round to choose the direction the wind blows in a 100-foot radius sphere around you. Ooh, okay. The storm blows in the direction. The wind blows in the direction. In that direction until you end your next turn. So for every 6 seconds, continuously, you could change the direction of the wind, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're like, all right. You stick your hand down below, and you could feel the direction that you guys are traveling in, and you think for a moment, and you want the wind to go which direction? Because right now,
the exact opposite direction of wherever we're headed.
Okay. You hear. Okay, so you feel the wind with your fingers as it's kind of like, as it's flowing through you. Then all of a sudden it stops for a moment as you feel the wind start blowing heavily from the other direction from where the sail is over to you. So now what the ship would have been doing is flying forward, and it feels like it's almost flying backwards because the way the wind's blowing. It feels like that for a moment. However, in that moment you feel a jolt as the whole ship starts to drop a bit, as people are starting to yell and shout, and footsteps above start rapidly increasing. Are you going to continue this up?
Yes, and I'm going to change the direction every time.
Just
every
like
6 seconds.
Every 6 seconds to like sideways, over, backwards, forward, randomly.
I'm going to try to keep an ear on the door so no one tries to come in on us.
As you're doing that, I just want to know, it shouldn't be hard for you guys to keep your footing, but I just need Henri to roll a, let's say, acrobatics check, just so you can kind of balance and steady yourself.
So I don't fall out the hole.
Yeah, because you're like, the whole ship starting to jolt back and forth as you're...
Oh no.
Okay, Ovina, as you're walking over and trying to steady yourself, you notice Henri slip as she kind of has a smirk and shifts the direction, but doesn't realize the ship all of a sudden jolts the opposite way, causing her to lean too much forward through the hole. I need you to make me an acrobatics check to try and catch her. And dive over and catch her. You're close enough that you just might be able to. Yeah, okay. The wind stopped as he catches you, or Ovina, which is she, catches you, and
I like to imagine as I did this, I cast Entangle, made the entire hole covered with roots, and as I'm falling to catch her, I grab the root as well as her.
Okay, yeah. I need you to give me an athletics check just to see how well you pull yourself and help her pull up too. You have her grabbed, but the way you described it, because I let you describe it, you're hanging now over the side with the roots that have entangled and grown out of the wood, holding onto your one arm and the other arm grabbing onto Henri, and you're just hanging there, and the winds have kind of stopped for a moment, and then all of a sudden the breeze, the wind starts blowing in the original direction as the ship almost starts to lift back up, and Henri, you're now hanging hundreds and hundreds of feet off the ground thanks to Ovina.
Okay, Henri.
Okay,
Henri. You need to help me.
I'll come back to you guys. This is where I'm gonna cut you guys off. I'll come back right to you. Lost it. So, you made it up the stairway, right? As you make it up the stairway, you feel a lurch, almost as if the gut hits the bottom of your throat, and as the ship starts to fall for a brief moment. There's a couple people yelling. You hold on to the stairway, one of the staircases itself, as best you can, and you see, as you look around, there's people running, up your stairway. I need you to give me...
I want to grab a boot and make my way up.
And hold on? How? Okay, so first of all...
Stewart level.
Okay, you're tiny. You would only weigh about a couple pounds, I would assume.
I weigh 26 pounds as is.
And then your height was what, though?
2 feet 7 inches.
And this should turn you into maybe like a 6-inch thing.
Yeah, really small. Like a pixie, pretty much.
Yeah, maybe like 4 or 5 inches tall at the most then. And then... So 20 feet. Yeah, okay. Just give me a athletics check to grab onto one of these feet pretty quickly and then hang on as it...
I kind of want to time it so I can jump down a step to catch somebody running up using my acrobatics.
Okay. I don't know if you know this, guys. When you're stepping up stairways, your mind automatically calculates the step for the next amount depending on the weight of your foot and all that stuff.
Which is why when steps are uneven, you can trip and fall because you're not...
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a big issue, and you said you're jumping off the stair to try to catch a foot.
When the first foot plants, and the second foot raises, I'm jumping on the plant foot.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm not gonna fucking kill myself.
Get kicked in the gut by a massive foot. It's like getting kicked by a giant. All right, yeah. As you jump off and you manage to jump onto the foot, you hold onto the laces. The pirate does not... Actually, I'm going to roll a perception check, just instead of saying does not. Yeah, he does not recognize you on there. As he steps up all the stairways all the way, what you see is quite another large room with more tables set out here. But there's a doorway out to the main deck. As it swings open from the guy in front of him, he's about to leave in that direction too. You look around, and I know your passive perception isn't that bad.
14.
Yeah. As you look around, you would see behind him, or over the railing and behind the stairway, between the two stairways going down, there's 2 doors down the other side, south.
Can I see if I can hear anyone talking about going to a stock room to grab weapons or something like that, or armor or equipment?
I'm gonna say you're small. There's a lot of things, wind being blown in your way because you're on the foot that's just So you could give me a perception check to see if you notice or hear anything of what they're saying.
Is that regular or disadvantage?
Disadvantage, heavily disadvantage. Yeah, no, you're just on the shoe for a ride at the moment. Are you gonna stay on the shoe as it's about to leave? As you feel the ship start to jerk another way, and you feel the pirate with the boot that you're on kind of stagger over and support himself against the wall. And you could now hear him saying, "What the fuck is going on?"
While I maintain a firm grip for the shoelace, I want to pull out the potion of invisibility, so I know my spell's running out. Chug it.
Okay.
And then pull the bunny from the loop and then tie a shoe as I jump off. Fuck it, why not?
Wait, you're gonna pull... Oh, you're gonna pull his laces loose? Okay. So you drink the potion, you pull the laces loose. As you see your hand go transparent, you jump. Are you trying to jump off at this moment before he leaves or after he leaves?
I'm waiting until he steadies himself so I can jump off. So
Okay.
I don't really care where
pull
he
the
goes
laces,
as long as I'm
drink
safe.
Yeah, and you jump off and you kind of
Plus,
push yourself against the corner of this room, which no one's really here at this point, as people are avoiding that area as they're running to the door or they're running around to the doors that you've seen south, and you could feel the ship all of a sudden start to kind of settle and almost lift as the elevator moment when it feels like, you know, there's extra weight kind of hits you for a moment, and the ship starts to rise again.
Okay. You said there were 2 doors here, right?
Yeah, and your spell wears off, and now you're regular sized, but you're invisible. And how long does the potion of invisibility last?
1 hour.
Okay, that's a long time.
I want to check both of these doors, starting with the left.
Okay. As you go down and you open the door, you try to open the door to one of them. That one, actually, I just want to make sure that's the right one. That one opens up, and you could see that it's an armory of guns, ammunition, place to fix it, stuff like that. You could see that there's an individual kind of sat in the corner murmuring as he's just annoyed with everything going on. He actually looks like he looks mostly different from some of the other individuals. He's a turtle, kind of like bluish skin, whitish spots, like a leatherback turtle, but turtle as he's like complaining about how they can't keep the thing fucking steady as he's fixing some of the guns here.
Okay, am I peeking through the door right now and I can see this?
The door was kind of ajar anyways, so as you get to the place and the little wall between the doorways, you kind of push yourself up against the wall and you open it just enough that you can see further into this room, and that's what you see. That's what you notice is this guy here.
Okay, I'm gonna loop around where the door is, so like I can't be seen from the crack.
Well, you're already invisible.
Well, I know, but you know, I'm gonna bang on the door as hard as I can and yell, "Hey, Captain said we need you on deck."
Give me a performance check.
very rarely do you get to see a performance check.
Yeah, I love
them.
Yeah, I love when people pretend to be other people. Okay, he stands up and he goes, "All right, just one," and he just starts to collect some of the stuff. You see him holster a couple more than some of the other pirates did, but he grabs one of the more like nice looking ones, nicer, more intricate design looking ones, and he grabs it and he runs off out the room and like looks around for a moment, and he's fuck, and he starts running out the door that you've seen most of the crew run out at this point.
All right, I'm gonna go in now.
Okay, as you enter, close the door behind you. There's a little lock on it. Lock it.
So guns are in here, ammunition.
You see simple flintlocks, some blunderbusses. It seems like he's whatever he's drawn out, he's left there, and it is a design, and it looks more like the ones that he kind of holstered, but they look more like pepper boxes.
I'm going to unroll my belt a bit so that I have the pouch ready for me to put stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
Take all of his designs, because fuck him. Put them in my pouch.
Okay.
And then arm myself with what's in here? Blunderbusses and is that spread gun, like that shotgun thing?
That's
I
the
saw?
blunderbuss. Yeah, that's the shotgun blunderbuss thing. It doesn't have range, but it hits people in cones.
Okay.
And it's shrapnel.
I'll take one for each person.
For Henri, Ovina, Lost.
Well, how big are the blunderbusses?
They're they're kind of large. You could probably fit 2 in that
Okay, I'll
little
take
thing.
3 flintlocks and 1 blunderbuss for myself.
Okay, I was gonna say you could only probably do 2 to 3 blunderbusses if you like hold one yourself. But you shove them all into your toolkit that has a small expansive space in it. Roll it up, and you grab some ammunition, stuff like that. And I'm going to go back to Henri and Ovina. Henri, Ovina, you guys are hanging. Ovina, thanks to your magical vines that you have grown and has grasped onto you too, you don't have to make another check to fall, but I need you and I need Henri to give me an athletics check with advantage because you're holding on to her, so you're technically helping her.
Okay, Henri, I can't pull you up. You gotta do it yourself.
Oh, you're muted.
I'm gonna make
Drink.
the roll, but at the same time, athletics, right?
Yeah, you get advantage because Ovina's helping you. Ovina looks like she's straining herself to try to pull you up as best you can, but there's no way she's pulling both of you up. So she's just trying to have you grasp any of the lower hanging vines at this point.
What can I see from the ship, though? Like, do I see windows? Are any open?
No, this is the bottom of... Imagine, like, being...
I can't see, like, around it.
No, because imagine being, like, at the bottom of the ship, and you're hanging here, and here's the sail, and you're hanging here. You can't see around this way.
I don't know how wide the ship is.
It's quite wide. At the widest, I would say it would be about 25 to 30 feet. It's a pretty wide ship. Okay. Henri, with Ovina helping pull you up just enough, you manage to grab onto where her arm and the vine is, and then you go to reach over for another vine, and you start pulling yourself up. Some of the vines seem to like... Can you guys stop drawing? Okay. Well, some of the vines seem to kind of grasp and pull towards you as you go to reach, and you pull yourself into the hole, and so does Ovina afterwards. I just need to know what you guys are doing now.
I'm gonna try to pull myself up.
Oh no, yeah, you're fine. You guys are both in the ship now, okay? And some of the some of the refugees are like, oh my god, they're back.
Do you think that caused a good enough distraction?
I have no idea. It was going good until, kind of lost balance.
Yeah, I got a little carried away. Do we hear anybody still running outside this door?
No one's outside of this door at this point.
Alright, I'm gonna crack the door open and peek my head out.
Okay. As you peek your head out, you notice that you move all the stuff away from the door. You peek your head out. There are some satchels with their personal goods, it seems like, in them that are hung from the post that the hammocks are hung from. Some of them have stitched into it names. Oh, one more. No. It's okay. As you look around, that's what you notice. Some of the satchels that are hanging, some of them are kind of stained and stuff like that, oils and stuff. However, some of them have stitched on there some names that you can see and notice as you're taking your time kind of looking through this area.
I'm gonna wave Ovina over.
Okay. Alright.
I follow.
You could see that wait. Yeah, no. This is all, yeah. So Ovina, you noticed that too. You noticed that the doorway to where you came from is open, but you don't see any movement in that side. Yeah.
I say we try to get Remy out and then meet up with Loston.
Okay, where's Remy then?
Remy's just over here. I bring her to where
you go over to where Remy was and where the other refugees were. We'll need to find out. He's not there.
Huh. He must have got out as well.
The refugees are like, No, the one lady, the blue skin lady, came over and told him to come with her.
Did they go? Which direction did they go?
The way you came in.
Shit.
She had like weird tattoos and stuff.
Henri, do you know anything about this?
No, but I suggest we find him.
That's how I feel as well.
Okay.
Do you have any way to, you know, unlock this? Or was it lost in?
No, I can't unlock anything. I can break it.
Be my guess?
Okay, what is this thing that you're asking me to unlock?
The door.
The cell door.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's a wrought iron cell door, so you could attempt to break it.
I'm gonna try to break it. Okay, how crowded is that cell? Because I'm gonna try to tell people to back away.
It's pretty crowded. It's pretty fucking crowded. There's not much room to back away here.
Well, I'm gonna be very careful then, and I'm going to cast a ray of frost on the lock
Okay.
to try to
Freeze it.
make it more fragile.
Okay. You cast a ray of frost. You could see the frost build up on it as it lands, and you could see it, kind of crust over with ice. And you're not sure if it's cold enough still.
Can I assist with the ice knife?
You can, but it'll explode every time you use it.
No.
I should
I
not
can
give
just
these
cast a ray of frost again.
Oh yeah, you could just keep
Yep.
casting it as you see it, get hardened and hardened, and you can see the ice kind of coating it getting thicker and thicker. What are you doing? Seems like
I'm gonna kick it.
you're gonna kick it. Give me an athletics check. Actually, not even athletics. Just click your strength. I don't know if you have.
It's not
Oh, God.
good, so
Oh god.
It's a -1. I know.
it is.
As you kick it and your foot lands slightly off and it kind of slips due to the slipperiness, and you're like, you kick it again, and kind of similar fashion, it doesn't seem to break on impact.
I'm
yeah.
not strong enough for this, so
Would you like me to try?
yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna try to kick it. I
Give
can't
me-
use primals.
Straight strength.
Nope.
As
Nope.
as
No, I
Ovina,
just sprayed a toe.
you kind of take a step back, run at it, and you kick it. But instead of kicking it with your heel, you kind of kick it like you want to kick a soccer ball, and just
Yep.
your toe.
Toe
You-
got jammed.
You
Bad
swear
idea.
you heard something pop a little.
Okay. We'll come get you soon. We're gonna go try to find the flaming head guy. Just
Yeah.
stay here, guys.
All right, lost him. So, you grab everything that you can, all of his work, and a couple of the guns, and
Is there armor in here, Pete? Like actual armor?
there are some leather, like light leather armor here, just regular leather.
Did they take our armor from us or no?
No, your clothing.
then-
they didn't
then
really
never-
have the
never
time.
mind.
That's why you have your robe and stuff still on
Okay,
you.
just making sure.
Yeah,
All right.
and you have your belt and stuff like that. That's your tool belt.
Next room.
Okay. As you leave and come back and kind of go around the corner, you notice that the turtle guy's kind of coming back and he's mumbling like.
I'm gonna lock the door on my way out and shut it.
Okay. Wait, you lock the door and then shut it?
Like I'm gonna lock it, walk out, and shut it.
Yeah, so you lock it from the inside and shut it. Okay. I'll say it's a door that you can do that with. I'll give you that. As you shut the door and he goes to open it and goes. And he's kind of like jiggling and he's like. He looks to his thing. I'm gonna see if he has his. But you open the door right next to him, which is already ajar, and he's kind of slipping as you push slightly into it, and he's too busy rummaging through his pockets, and no, he does not have his stuff, his keys. As you make your way in, you notice that there's a stairway up here, and then another kind of doorway on the other side of the door that you just entered, going deeper into the ship.
Okay, I do not want to go up, so I'm gonna go straight to that door.
Okay. as you enter the door, actually the door's locked here, but you could pick it. So
I'm gonna take my time.
okay, give me another thieves tools check with advantage as you kind of take a deep breath as you hear footsteps coming down here, but as you see a pirate kind of run past you through the door, but you take your time ignoring that pirate. No one should be coming in here as you go to mess with this lock, and eventually you hear the clicks that you want, and the whole door kind of swings loose. The doorknob swings over as you push it. You notice that this room is filled with boxes, sacks that are hastily kind of prepared and kind of tied up with what looks like goods of others.
I will search through everything.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you to do an investigation check, but afterwards, I will go to the others. All right.
Specifically looking for my stuff and my party stuff. But,
Yes.
you know, anything extra is good.
You don't see Arrington in here, but you notice that as you're going through, you notice most of your stuff and you find it. You also notice like Ovina's like light hammer, her stone hammer and stuff like that she used to carry around, right?
It all got destroyed by the card.
Oh yeah, you don't have...
I literally,
you don't have...
the only things I have is the ceramic jar, blankets, clothes, which I have, focus, which I have, and a spell pouch. So the only thing you'd find would be a jar and the spell pouch.
I'll see if I can find some weapons, and we'll say I took some armor.
Yeah.
From the other room.
Yeah. Okay, I'll allow it.
Alright, knowing her situation.
As you look for some of Henri's things, and you notice her camping sack that she usually carries around with her and stuffs everything in there with. You find most of the people's stuff. You also find Remy's things. And I'm going to also tell you some of the other additional possibly useful things that you have found. You notice that there amongst the stuff is quite a large wooden spoon that you find that you could probably use to club people with.
Henri would like this. It's so whimsical.
Don't give me that. Don't give me that head nod, even though you guys know what it is. You would also find what looks like a with a 17, you would also find a small silver ring. Etched on the sides of it, however, are little footprints and what looks like vines and stuff like that that kind of are etched into it. None of it's moving, but you're kind of sure it's magical from what you can kind of visibly see. There's not many scratches on it, and it's very in pristine condition, and if somebody was carrying this around, it would have to be in this good condition. It probably would have had to be in protective case, which it wasn't. And finally, you notice what looks like among some of the stuff, you also notice a scroll, which you technically don't know, but you know it's magical of sorts.
Alright. So I found everyone's stuff pretty much, plus this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's other stuff that you could go through, and if you want, you could tell me you're looking and staying here longer, and if you do, I'll tell you possibly more things you find. But
how long was I in the gun room?
Not too long, maybe like 10 minutes at most. You know?
Okay, I want to spend at least 40 minutes in here if I can.
Okay, then give me another check and then come back to me. So basically, I said you found the scroll, then you also found the wooden spoon,
and this viney ring.
And the viney... Oh, well, the vines are etched.
That's what I'm calling it.
But between the vines, you could see animal footprints on it. And you also... What did you roll? You rolled a... Oh, God, that's really high up. The rolls are not displaying properly. Alright, there it is. You rolled a 19 investigation. All right, I'll come back to you, Dylan. So, all right. So Vina
Did
and
I find the
Henri.
earpiece, Pete? By the way.
Yeah,
Did I
yeah.
find it?
You would have found. Yeah, you would have found it. Actually, you would have found 2. So out of the 4, no, you guys had 3, right?
Yeah, we had 3, and Michelle had the 4th.
Yeah, you would have 2. You don't know where the other one is. As now it is Henri and Ovina. What are you doing?
So we're just gonna go in guns blazing.
Well, you could look through some of their stuff and maybe you'll find something useful.
What the prisoners have? Refugees?
Yeah.
I don't think they would have anything.
I don't know what you need for spells.
All I need is some way to create fire, and I pretty much have all the spells I need right now.
What do you need for that one?
Some way to create fire. All I need is smoke. Yeah, a way to create smoke.
Maybe somebody's got like a pipe. You don't know.
Okay, guys. I look through the bars with my head in. Any of you have a pipe? Some way to make smoke.
They took almost all of our stuff. Sorry, like I don't really know. I don't have anything.
No one with a flint and steel? No one? You guys are useless. So, no. Remy. No. Sorry, not Remy. Henri. No.
Alright, well... We'll be fine. And,
we can try to sneak past them, or just go in.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Because are we back in the... I guess we're back in the room.
You guys are still in the other room. It's quieter in here anyways. As you close the door behind you, it's a small room. It's a smaller room here. But all that's separating you from the refugees and the other prisoners is that iron rock gate that you guys didn't manage to break down.
Yeah, and it sounds like nobody's outside again, right?
Yes. Nobody seems to be outside.
Alright, I'll just cautiously still poke my head out.
Okay.
Make sure.
As you poke your head out, no one's there. You hear footsteps above, though.
Should we move the refugees from the room they were in before into this room so they're all in one place?
It might look a little suspicious for them. I don't know.
I mean, it's also safer for them. They're in a room with a hole in it. They could fall.
Yeah, they could fall. But maybe we should be looking for Furnace, because it doesn't sound too good for him right now.
I just don't know where to look first.
Well, the blue lady took him.
Yeah, so she'd be either up the stairs or in the guard room. I don't think she'd be in the guard room, but it's all quiet down here, which means all the guards are upstairs. I really don't want to go upstairs at the moment. We can try not to.
Well, we can always cause some chaos for them.
Good.
If we wanted to on the deck.
Do you think we can handle... How many guards did I see in the guard room?
You were never in the guard room.
Didn't I look with a spider?
No, that was the room that you were in. That was where the guard was for your cell, but now not anymore because they've all run out and up.
Wait, so I never looked into the right-hand room?
That was filled with more, supplies.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought that was guard room for some reason.
No.
From last, my bad. Yeah. So everything seems to be upstairs. Want to try looking up or no? I'm following you. I don't have many spells.
Yeah, we could go upstairs, and I mean I could probably fly somewhere easier, but that kind of leaves you alone.
I can always sneak in, but I don't know if they'll be able to spot me out or not.
This seems like a little bit of close quarters. Maybe we should just stick together.
I agree. I'm gonna walk out into the the main room with where the stairs are.
Mm-hmm.
There's the double door at the top, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
On top of the stair.
I'm gonna walk up the stairs and put my ear to the door. Do I hear anything?
Yeah, you would hear some shuffling. There seems to be not a reason to come down to where you guys are at, but there's definitely some shuffling of feet.
Okay.
You could hear some of the plates kind of clattering, as they seem to be wrapping up, some of them eating. Yeah, that's what you would hear with your passive perception.
Yeah. I relay that all back to Henri.
Okay.
There seems to be people in the room.
Did you see any windows in that room?
I mean, I was listening. I didn't really see. I can
Oh,
look
right.
if you want me to.
Do you hear any windows in there?
Henry, well, you never know. What if you hear somebody like literally like pulling a window open? Who knows?
Hear somebody
I
say,
hear
"Look at
all
that
the
window."
windows.
All right. Loston, we'll come back to you. With a 19 investigation, you would have found in here what looks like a spear. On the tips of it, you could see kind of crystallizing in coldness, like frost kind of built on the tips of the spears just. And you would also find, the last thing you would find is, wait, where the hell? No. Oh, there it is. Okay. You would have found what looks like a wooden mug in pristine condition. And I mean, like, everything about it is perfect. And you find it in a bag that probably belonged to one of the refugees, but it's in pristine fucking condition. And I mean, like, it's a wooden mug, no dents whatsoever. It's definitely magical of some sort.
Okay, knowing I'm keeping kind of the time of my potion, I'm gonna head back to the group.
Okay. As you kind of you start heading back, I need you to give me a stealth check with advantage. I just want to know how silently you do this without catching any of the attention. Okay. All right. As you make your way down, you get past everyone, and Ovina, you definitely hear some footsteps as you kind of like.
Oh shit, Henri, hide.
Yeah. No. As you guys run over and run back into where? The Remy's guard room or the room that you guys were originally in?
Room they were originally in.
Okay, so the storage room area.
Yeah.
As you run back and kind of close the door as quietly as you can, Loston, you make it. You open the door and you swing, but you forget that you're invisible and that the door swinging open can still be seen, you know, kind of like just because you're in that mindset. And as soon as you are heading down the stairs, you see one of the pirates kind of like poke his head in, look around like, what the fuck is going on? And he kind of checks the door and he goes like, hello? Boy, you're not playing a prank on me, as he's kind of stepping down, and you're at the bottom of the stairs now, but you're not moving just in case like he hears your footsteps.
Does it look like he'll come down the stairs, like what's his body?
Oh,
posture?
Yeah. There's like a he's already kind of like making his way towards the steps, and the steps are wide enough, and where you are at, he probably won't run into you, but he's definitely like looking around. Quite.
I am going to like yell out again with my pirate voice. Aye, there seems to be a big hole in the room we jailed all those people in.
And he goes, wait, what?
Like, it's right through the ship. Quickly, I need your help. And then I'm gonna start like running towards the room.
And you like, so he could hear the footsteps for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. He's not the smartest individual.
I turned to Henri. Shit, they know we're here.
Do deception or something?
Give
or
me
performance?
give me a performance check. I just want to see.
Sorry, 6.
He goes, he's like, no, there can't be a fucking as he's like saying, there can't be a fucking, stop fucking messing with me, as he takes a step down as you kind of turn the corner into the place to make it sound like you're running in there. he kind of gets down. And he's like, "Oi, where the fuck are you?" As he's kind of looking around, and he's like, you ain't nicking some of my stuff, right?" And he's like, "Where? Stop messing!" And he's just kind of like wandering and looking for you, as you're on the other side of the door now. Door's closed. You look behind you, and Ovina and Henri are there, still kind of trying to be hidden. I need Henri and Ovina to give me stealth check. Just want to see how badly you guys are hiding. Ovina's, she's not here, but Henri, she's just behind one of the posts, and she's just like trying to hide a stick, and quite visible to you, Loston. Like her coat is the one that's sticking out, basically.
Can I fit through like the crack in the door?
No, because you're
It's still barricaded. They barricaded.
No. You're already on the other side of the door. They didn't barricade.
Oh, okay.
Back. They never said they did.
Okay.
So
Then I'm gonna slowly shut the door and then re-barricade it while I'm still visible.
give me. So you're gonna do that while the other guy's on the other side of the door.
Oh, he's next to me. I thought I was ahead of him.
He's in that room with the hammocks, and he's asking like and wondering
Oh,
like, stop
oh,
messing with me.
Is Lawson still invisible or not?
Oh yeah, he's invisible. You guys see the door open, but nobody enter. As the door closes.
full stealth. I'm not even trying to.
If he's still in the hammock room, I'm kind of gonna like lean over and go, "Yeah, I'm just messing with you. I really didn't want to go up there right now. Don't tell the captain, please."
He goes, "Oh, well, that's fine. Just watch out for. Give me a persuasion check. I just want to see." He's like, "That's fucking fine. The next time I want a little time off, you cover for me.
I'll buy you lunch. Don't worry. Next time we land."
I'll take that deal." He kind of smirks and starts making his way up. And he's like, "No, I don't see him down there. Nothing. It's nothing." And he's just obviously kind of a moron.
Idiot.
As you close the door and start moving some of the supplies in front of it, what do you guys do?
Henri, I can totally see you. Oh, sorry. Henri, I can totally see you.
You're
Is that
muted.
you, Austin?
You're muted.
Damn it!
Drink.
Listen, I keep coughing and sneezing, that's why I keep muting myself.
Thank you.
But, okay, whatever. The moment's passed.
No,
I'll just
it
step out
hasn't
from
passed.
behind.
Do it again.
If I can't see you, you can't see me.
Oh, alright. Can I dismiss a potion, or do I have to wait till it's done?
I think it basically it acts like you cast it. So,
Okay, then I'm gonna dismiss the rest of the potion.
Or even if it doesn't, you can wait and you can tell them, so it doesn't matter. You can be like, I'm here, and tap the wood and whatnot.
I'm gonna drop off everyone's stuff. Like, I found most of it. Ovina, here's some armor, and this isn't a hammer, but I hope it works. And I hand the spear to Ovina.
What kind of armor did you bring?
This is basic leather.
Basic leather? Thank you.
And,
Ovina, you realize the spear on the tips of it is frosted? And it's not frosted because of what Lawson did. He just dropped it off in front of him where it became visible.
Where did you find this?
in a room. I think I got a few magical things.
Is that my spell pouch? Oh, hell yeah. Thank you.
I'll identify everything for you, but just put it in a circle and I'll work on this. Yeah, I'm gonna identify everything, Pete.
Okay. By the way, as you guys are identifying stuff, I'm gonna tell you what all of these are. But I'm going to kind of push the narrative forward, okay? So you realize that the scroll is a what the fuck? It's a scroll of Skywrite. You notice that the wooden spoon is called the Breakfast Club, and it basically makes you meals every night. When you wake up, you'll have a hearty breakfast waiting for you.
Oh. That's Hardy's replacement.
But it only makes enough for one individual, basically.
That's enough for Henri.
Yeah. The silver ring is called the Ring of Animal Influence. And you can use one of the charges. It has 3 charges, and it's 1d3 charges. While you're wearing the ring, you can expend one of its charges to cast the following spells, and it's Animal Friendship, Fear, or Speak with Animals.
Do these only work with animals?
Yes, this only works with animals, like beasts, not monstrosities. I would say it would work with owlbears, even though they're considered monstrosities.
Well, specifically the fear.
The fear, yeah, it has to be the only targeting beasts that have an intelligence of 3 or lower.
Okay.
Beast or beast-like creatures?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Turn into that bear.
You would have also found the mug is an alchemy mug. And I'm going to basically put this in everyone's, view so you guys can see it. Is that Ian?
Who dis? New phone?
That's Ian.
I'm like 80% sure I stole from Ian before he even joined the campaign.
Hey. What are you stealing from me? You son of a bitch.
It was so good. It was so good. I was like, oh shit. Oh man, because I started introducing a turtle person, and then all of a sudden, Dylan's like, yeah, I'm gonna take everything. Shit.
Hey,
All right.
Ian. Welcome back.
Why introduce me when I wasn't here?
No, I didn't introduce you, dude. You're not. Don't worry.
Okay.
He explained what was in the room. He's
And
like, there's
you were
a
in the
portal
room for a
repairing
moment.
guns, and I'm like, I don't know if that's Ian's character or not, so I'm not gonna kill it. Steal all
Let's
the
steal everything.
That was great timing on my part then.
Yeah, it was. All right.
And the spear, Pete, what's that do?
The spear, it's called the Frostbitten Spear, and it basically deals an extra 1d6 cold damage. When the wielder deals a critical, their movement is decreased by 10 feet for 1 turn. What?
Can't wield a spear?
You can't wield the spear? No.
Alright. Whatever,
God,
I'll
I'm
keep
being-
the spear for myself. You know what? I found my items. I have a hammer on me. That's
No,
fine.
no, I'm good. Druids have spears as their proficiencies. I didn't write any of the proficiencies.
Oh,
of the
okay.
druid.
You just you just wrote down some of your own proficiencies that you just
I only
wanted.
wrote down the dwarven ones.
Okay.
Alright, so thanks, Pete. That's what they do. Here's the spear.
Okay, real quick, I'm gonna show you guys all of it, so you guys can kind of look at it and see what you think.
Now, Henri, I give you the Breakfast Club.
I'll take that
Thank
spear.
you.
All right,
Hey,
so
Pete, I'm gonna keep the ring this time.
okay, so you
You're not
have.
gonna get rid of it instantly.
Oh my god, yeah. Last time you got, you're like, oh, who the fuck needs it? Sell it. It's like 300 gold. It's not even worth much.
I'm gonna tune
You guys
that,
didn't
Pete.
even. You didn't even like. You weren't even like. Oh, maybe we'll haggle him for more. It's like no, 300 deal done, and took it. But go on. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna tune to the ring.
Okay. All right, but as you guys are, I want to take a moment to pause. Okay. And we're gonna take a quick break as we get Ian in the group. Okay.
While you're doing that, Pete, can you send me the stats for the blunderbuss and the flintlock?
Yes, I can, and will.
And did I find my lucky shot in there too?
Yeah, you would have found that would have been with. Actually, no, it wouldn't have. Your lucky shot is with somebody else.
I'm gonna kill everyone on this ship.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break while I adjust screens and stuff like that for Ian. So yeah, we'll be right back. Okay, Ian,
Yep.
are you on Zoom?
Did that not start up for me automatically?
Oh, I'm just
Give me a
asking.
second.
You are.
Oh, Henri, I'm gonna give you a flintlock with some ammo in case you need it.
I don't know what this is.
Flintlock.
It's just like a crossbow. Just aim it and pull the trigger.
Cool. I'm gonna point it directly at Lawston.
Not at me.
As she
It's
gets
okay.
the
I
gun,
didn't load that one.
she literally just like points it at you like this. Yeah.
Trigger discipline.
Ian, did you get your thing? Are you in? Uh-oh, I think Ian might have crashed.
No, it's
okay.
just being slow.
Okay. But
Skype is freaking out right now because I just opened up my computer for not been on it in like a few weeks. So
Ian! That's awesome.
yes.
You can
You look like you're in
Toasty.
Desert Storm right now.
don't ruin it. Because no one can see it yet. I just need to adjust stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't really work with the hat or the headphones, unfortunately, but I'm trying.
Wow, I'm on my second attuned magical item, Pete.
Hey, nice haircut, Dylan.
Oh, thank you. Two
that
more
a-
to go.
Is that a skill you mastered, Ian? Like, you always know when somebody has that haircut. Okay, there we go.
No, I don't think this will work, but I can try. I'm pretty hunchy anyway, so I'll just do this for a bit until it hurts my neck too much.
If you're still setting up stuff, Pete, I gotta.
Yeah, I have to set up for a
I'll be
bit.
right back.
Also, check out the shirt.
Oh, how much did that cost you?
Ooh.
$30. It's the Death Knight one. Y'all really gonna walk by without saying howdy? No, I was just running my out of the Abyss game I'm playing, and I met Thimberchild, and his voice kind of turned into a slightly German Tim Curry.
Good.
I don't know if I could do it again if I tried, but it was quite slow and delicious.
Alright, we're still setting up. Ian, I'm going to tell you while I'm finished setting up on the side of what you've been up to. as a
Oh
character.
yeah.
So none of them can hear. Alright, so let me just make sure all these are correct. Okay, so basically you are part of this crew of pirates, and I need to know, do you want any story inputs on this, or do you want me to just kind of say what it is?
Say what it is and let me see if I can
Okay,
come a
'cause
few bars.
I was gonna either say you were completely on board, as in you were just a member, or you seemed useful, so they kept you around instead of throwing you off the ship.
I feel like it'd probably be the latter. Boone doesn't really strike me as a piratey type.
Yeah, I didn't
He's
think
more
so.
of like a merc, if anything.
Yeah, so you decided, oh, they won't throw you off the ship, so you'll work for them. Okay. And let me real quick. I'm just fixing the rest of these. All right. You would know and would have met the captain. Her name is, she's not as ruthless as you thought she was going to be for these band of idiots she's running in a way, but she is Captain Nasira, and she's a red-skinned tiefling with kind of swept back horns, long curly black hair. She has a golden looking tattoo kind of on the bottom part of her neck here, and she usually carries around, she's also called the she's called the Lightning Mistress, and the crew, the pirate crew, is the where is it? I know I wrote it down. Sorry, I'm trying to do like 3 things at once right now.
It's totally fine. Don't worry about it, man. I feel you. So Boone somehow stowed away in a pirate ship and kept around because he's useful, I guess. There's Nasira, the pirate captain.
You would also
She's
know the first
also
mate,
known-
which is
Okay.
called Leilette. She's a water genasi. and she seems to have control over some elemental stuff. You know, definitely.
Alright, give me 1 second to write this down.
Blue skinned, light blue, kind of.
Did you say Lalette?
Laylet, Laelet. But that's what people call her. But she's the first. She's the right hand, basically, first mate.
And Nasira's nickname's the Lightning Lady, or is that the ship?
Lightning, the Lightning Mistress is her moniker that, you know, people know her as. The ship's name you learned is oh wait, the ship's name you learned is the Cacophonous Lust. And what here? I'm trying to find the last bit of stuff here, of info for you. And the Jolly Roger. No, the crew is called the Thunder and Corsairs. That's the pirate crew.
Thunder and Corsairs with Cacophonous Lust.
Yep.
Now, only word stuff.
And let me just send you a picture that you would have seen before of the Jolly Roger, so you know. And boom. Okay, I think everyone's screen is correct now.
Nice, I like that. It's like some One Piece shit.
Yeah, I borrowed a bit from Shanks' design in a way. His crew's design. It's more like a classic style with the double crosses of stuff. Alright. Well, either way, I'm going to drag you back. Okay? I'm going to start up soon. Alright, and we are, I think, back now.
Howdy.
We're
I
back.
like how Ian's hat is just sitting on top.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off.
Yeah.
It's great because you can't see the microphone because of the fucking checkers. So.
Either way. Let's see. You guys are now. I need. So Ian's here, and what's the last thing I said? Sorry, I'm just kind of lost right now.
You were describing the painful slow death of the turtle with all the guns.
No. Okay, you were identifying stuff. Yes, that's where you were. As you guys were identifying things, you guys here, right on the outside of the door, of one of the doors that are kind of blockaded with supplies, you hear someone. Loston, the voice seems familiar as they're kind of trying to push the door open, and Boone, you're trying to get some of the supplies and hoping that some of the crew didn't, mess with you by taking some of your guns. Not only that, some of your designs for pepper boxes and stuff like that, like the nicer guns, and have stuffed them away in the lower parts of the ship. They have done a couple times. So you came down here looking for them, and you realize the doors are kind of blockaded as something's in the way. As you try to shove one, you go to the other door, like maybe just this one's fucked up. You go to the other one, and you realize it's the same situation. And I need you to give me a perception check. Perception check of a new character.
Sorry, my thing cut out. Was I able to make it the one?
Yes.
The perception check?
Yeah. As
Nice.
by the way, your stuff, like you thought that maybe some of the pirate crew have taken your stuff, and
Word.
like they were making fun of you again, calling you a nerd, whatnot, hiding your stuff away. Especially since they have taken away one, like some of your works for the designs for your pepper box and stuff like that. So definitely you wanted to get them back. You didn't want them ruining it.
Nice, a nice RD6 there.
As you don't really hear anyone behind there, but however they managed the pirate crew managed to fucking shut these doors with the supplies behind there, there's got to be someone behind there that are just messing with you. So, oh,
I'm gonna say it's not phasing him too much, partially because Discord keeps freezing. But yeah,
okay.
he's definitely not happy about this possible missing of his stuff.
Lostin, Henri, and Ovina, you guys are behind the door, and you guys could hear somebody kind of like shoving against it, like trying to open it. But they're not making a big, like, they locked up, there's people here, they're just still trying to open it.
I'm gonna hand out the sending stone hearing aid things
Uh-huh.
to Ovina and Henri.
Interesting. By the way, these are, when one person says it, all of them can hear it. Because Michelle was always part of it. That was the case. That was the
yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine.
that was the issue. You could, yeah, they were magically all linked together.
Okay. I don't think he can open the door. Should we let him in?
Isn't there only two?
There's two.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only two. One for you guys, and one for Lostin. So between Ovina and Henri.
Oh, I thought we clarified there was 4, and Michelle has one, and then I found
There's
3.
4, but there's one missing.
There's one missing.
There's
That's
one
why
missing.
you
There's one
found
missing.
two.
Okay,
That's why you
I give it to
two.
Henri.
Okay.
Oh, there's no point in me fucking whispering that, like doing it over the thing.
Well, you did it anyway. You're like,
Okay,
she's
all right.
standing in front of you. And she's like, Julie,
Sorry,
over
force
the
the
door.
hand.
You know what? Somebody opens it, and I'll attack the second it's open.
All right, I got a foolproof plan. Ovina, just get ready in case I fuck up.
Okay.
I'm gonna like knock on the door slightly as he's pushing on it.
Yeah, you start moving the stuff aside, like some of the things aside.
Yeah.
And now,
Hey, slow down! I'm pooping in here, and then I rip open the door.
as you rip open the door and you kind of look over, because you did it at the door that he wasn't banging on, so you know you can have time to move the stuff away. You open the door, you look over to him, and you notice it's the same turtle that you've seen. Boone, if you'd like to tell the audience of what you look like, you're also dressing up as Boone too.
Howdy, y'all. My name is, well, it's Ian again. Hi. I'm playing Boone. He's a bit of a slow talking turtle. He's got yellow scales, I guess.
Yellow.
He's got yellow flesh, or at least he wears a yellow scarf around his face. He's got a black hat that I'm going to take off now because Jesus Christ, it will not stay on. Winter needs to come faster so I can actually wear this stuff.
It snowed here last week.
Oh my
I
God.
heard.
I wish it would snow. I hate the heat, and it's been like 90s here last week.
He doesn't wear a shirt. He's got a blue kind of shell. Like blue is his motif. He's a lot like sea turtles in that way. I think it's a specific sea turtle.
Some of the sea turtles
He's
are brown. Yours is just more of a unique color.
Nice blue. He does wear shoes, oddly enough, and he's got long green pants that definitely like little pockets and stuff. Where he likes to
Are they more
stash
like
different
cargo
things.
pants or more like slim pants?
Cargo. They're cargo pants.
Okay.
He's got a holster on his side, and he's got some sort of like sling, like bandolier for his scattergun, which I'm actually not sure if he has right now. I'm not sure what. they
No,
think
you
he
would
have.
you would actually have two slung over your side. One, you would have your scattergun, and two, you would have a cool, unique rifle that you found that was given to you to look at and try to recreate. That was found among some of the new captured prisoners, and it's a long-barreled rifle for marksman kind of accurate shooting.
Mind if I do a little bit of a retroactive Tinker's check?
Yes, you could, to see how much you have kind of pulled apart or destroyed along the way. Yeah, you're not too sure the magical essence part of it. It's definitely infused with magic. Parts of the barrel and even like the area where the rounds would be ignited and stuff like that. Definitely magical. However, most of the parts are similar, and it's just like a long, a pretty long sized barrel, which you were never, you know, fond of making or using yourself personally. But you kept hold of it still while messing with it for the last like night and a half, basically.
Boone's he's a curious little turtle, so he would. It's not rifles aren't really his thing at the moment, but so I guess he looks over and he's like, you said you're pooping in there.
Does he have this rifle on him, Pete?
Yes, it's on his back. And
is this what I think it is?
yes, it's definitely what you think it is. You're fucking as this gnome rushes you as he you know says he's pooping in there, opens the door, he looks at you, and then all of a sudden you see his eyes go furious and he starts running over to you.
That was $1,000.
As he's running, instinctually, I'm gonna draw the snapper pistol and I'm gonna give him a scare.
Yeah. Okay. As you draw one of your guns and you kind of like pull the trigger and you hear a bang, lost, and for a moment you feel like you're shot. But you need to give me a wisdom save, please.
Wisdom save. Cool. All right. Is this magical or is this just a physical thing?
It's just like him trying to scare you with a shot of a gun, with a blank technically. As lost it for you swear he just shot at you. You're pretty sure you missed because you don't feel any pain, but he still has the gun pointed in your direction.
Now hold on. Now that's not a very nice way to make a first introduction. I take it that you are the owner of this here rifle I got slung over my shoulder, correct?
Yes, that is mine.
Well, it's a wonderful piece of machinery. May I just ask? Did you make this?
Boone, as you're talking to him, you hear the door open on the stairway down to this area, and you see one of the pirates that are kind of part of the crew here kind of poke his head in and go, "Oh, did you just fire that damn thing?"
Well, yes.
If there's a hole, you're patching it.
Don't worry. I'm good. No hole. It's well, have I explained to you how these things work? Have we gone to the science? You know what a blank is, son?
You know what the hell's a blank? We just shoot things.
Well, think of it this way. Imagine if you shot something but nothing actually came out.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Sorry, I just had to remove it. Sorry. Ugh. All right, go on.
That's simple way to explain it. It's a bit more complicated than that, but I'm not trying to get into another one of these lessons with you. There's no hole, no worries. Anyway.
Hey, if you're gonna have busy time explaining these things to me, then why not go upstairs and fix some more guns?
Well, sure, I could do that. I was just making friends with Sir Poops a lot over here. He's apparently pooping in the room or something. I'm not really sure what's going on.
Who the fuck is pooping down there? The lavatory's... Hey, you could see at this point he kind of shoves the door open and he starts making his way down here.
Boone's gonna try and twirl his pistol. Boone has a very low passive perception. Boone's gonna twirl his pistol.
I'm gonna quickly backstep into the room and start making grunting noises.
Yeah,
going like this to everyone.
So Boone's gonna twirl his pistol around,
holster it,
and
I'm guessing.
Yep, right in the holster.
Okay, yeah.
You know, don't worry about the pooping. You said something about
This is where some of us sleep. You fucking. Who the hell's pooping down here?
I don't know.
You know, people get sick that way.
Yeah, well, you know what? How about this? I'll go investigate this possible poop deck situation. I'll be right back up to fix some guns. I'm just...
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, because he's so good at those.
He's like, you can look after guns. If it has to do with people, you ain't that good. As he pushes you aside and he starts heading towards, and he's kind of looking around the hammocks, and then he hears Lost and grunting, and as soon as he does, by the way, I should get rid of Boone's little picture there. As soon as he hears Lost and kind of grunting over there, he rushes over to the door and he goes, "Hey, no!" And he shoves the door open because you never see you barricaded it again, and it's really hard to do quietly.
Henri, now!
I'm gonna cast lightning lure.
He's too far to be pulled through the hole, but you cast lightning lure, and he has to make a strength save, right?
I believe so.
That is an 8.
He fails.
As he
now!
Can I use infestation?
Yes, you can. As he gets
So
pulled,
he has to make a con save.
okay, he gets pulled further into the room. Boone, you see him open the door. You hear, "Henri, now! Open it now!" As you see what looks like a thin light kind of stretch out the door, kind of hook itself and connect itself to this guy that you know, and he gets pulled right in. And as he does, Ovina, you cast infestation, right?
Yeah. So from one flea that I grabbed from my bag, it turns into like 100, and it just flocks him.
Okay. It
Just
basically.
make a con save.
All right. As he gets covered in these insects and fleas, he's like, "Ah, ah." He's just trying to bat him off. That is a 7.
Okay, so he fails. So he walks 5 feet in a random direction. So we need to decide which direction's which, and then I'll roll a d4.
Oh, don't worry. I'll do this. As he moved in,
Boone's like leaning. It's like, is it really that nasty in there? How bad a poop is it?
he gets pulled 10 feet, right, Henri, with your lightning lure?
Yes.
Okay, and then he walks 5 feet in a direction.
In a random direction, yeah.
He has a chance to fall into the damn hole. How much does he have to do? How much does he? And I'm gonna decide. I already decided in the little outcome.
It's just random direction. So it's you can choose 1d8 or 1d4. I don't know.
Okay, that's 8. I'm gonna roll 1d8, and let's see if he rolls it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He actually kind of like starts swinging wildly, and then he kind of goes to run. And you know that scene in The Mummy where the scarab is basically in the dude, and he goes and runs into the wall. He basically turns and tries to run into the wall, and falls over. He's like, and he's kind of prone, and he's just kind of like swatting away at all these fleas. Like, oh my god.
No.
And it's
Gonna walk
Austin,
up
you've
with the
already
blunderbuss.
closed. Yeah, you've already closed the door. Crack it over the head. All right.
Boone's gonna walk over to the door, and he's just gonna be kind of listening, and he's like, I think there might be some sort of misunderstanding here, or I just wasn't paying attention, because I'm real lost as to what's going on.
I'll explain in a minute!
As you just whack him over and over again in the head, I just give me a strength, just a straight strength check. I was gonna say with advantage, but this almost sounds funnier. You know what? I'm gonna. All right, you rolled an 11. If I roll lower than an 11, he's out. Yeah, he's fucking out cold. You could see that he has like 3 splits in his head where Lawson has like smashed the butt end of this blunderbuss into where he's bleeding.
Don't you think it's a little aggressive?
No. I'm gonna put the gun down and kind of lean on it and turn towards the toilet in the room. Shut the door and come in.
I think I'm
I gotta
outside
talk to
the
you.
room, unless the whatchamaface. Unless I'm imagining.
No. You would have made your way in by the time
I would
you
have
heard
made
the.
way in? Okay.
You would have heard the thing. You would have definitely came over, to look in, probably, right?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I thought he slammed the door in my face.
He closed the door.
I'm just
after the guy came
like
in.
trying to like peek in, like you're not gonna hit me with whatever that terrible poop is, because
No. You seem more reasonable.
Yeah, I'm not really with these guys. That guy seemed pretty okay, though. I mean, he asked me questions. He didn't really understand anything. I was trying to teach him. But hey, sometimes I wonder if I even understand it myself. And so,
As we're talking, Peter, I'm just gonna be like, "Yeah, no problem. Just dragging him."
And you drag him over to the... Boone, you realize it's quite loud in here. And you realize it's because there's a 10-foot hole on the floor of the bottommost part of the ship. And
Oh yeah.
that's
Don't
where
walk
Lawson is dragging the body. It's covered in vines, like the lip of it is covered in vines. But Lawson, you drag the body over, you pat it down for stuff.
is this an airship, Pete?
Yeah, it's an airship.
Okay, I thought this was a sea ship.
No,
like,
this is an airship.
Boone was like doing like the thinking.
No, this is
Boone's
an
like,
airship.
are,
That's why-
are you really going to kill him? Like, I
As-
mean,
As Lawson, you start pulling off things on him. You realize that he has like half a bottle of this brownish liquor bottle that's kind of tucked away in his belt. You also notice that he has a scimitar, another flintlock pistol, and that's about it. For useful stuff.
I'll strip him of his weapons in case somebody needs them, and then don't worry. We're pretty close to the water.
As Lawson kind of gives a kick as the dude kind of rolls over and silently falls into the fog below.
so you just killed a man. You just
No.
let him die.
We've killed
No.
5.
You've killed
Yes.
5.
Dang,
Well,
killed 5.
As
The ship has.
Well,
By the way, Boone, you also realize there's a wrought iron kind of like gate where you see random assortments of people kind of behind the gate. You were in that predicament before where they kind of locked you up, but you were alone for a bit, and then when you showed them you were good with some of the stuff, they decided to keep you around. And now you see that there's about 10 to 15 individuals behind this gate, and right in front of the gate is where the hole is.
so explain to me why you're going around making holes in the bottom of ships. I've been a little busy into my work the past few days, stripping firearms and cleaning them, maybe trying to make some upgrades. Well, what exactly are y'all doing here? You part of the prisoner crew? What happened? Break it down for me. Pretend I'm 5.
I'll tell you what. Well, this is Ovina, first off, and this is Henri.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm how rude of me. My name's Boone.
Boone?
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Yeah, Boone.
Boone? Was that a nickname or an actual name?
Yeah, it's my name.
Okay.
And
I
I'm
mean,
Lawson.
I'm not really sure what this nickname is that you're speaking about, but
Never mind.
that's my name. Lawson.
Sorry, your name is Nick?
No, it's Boone.
Nick's his name. Yes.
Boom. Nick. Okay.
Yeah, Boone. Boone. Did
That's
you take
not how you
some
spell
brain?
Nick.
Did you take some hits on the head there?
I'm
She's
very
looking-
confused.
Don't worry. We'll sort this out. Logistics later. We were on a ship with refugees. You guys pretty much tore the ship asunder and kidnapped everyone.
Well, hold on. Quick correction. You guys, I'm not part of this pirate crew. I'm a conscientious objector.
That is the biggest word I've heard in like 3 weeks. Oh my god.
Ian, are you...
Yeah, welcome. To the
Please
club.
tell me that was a Red vs. Blue reference.
It was a little bit.
Oh, okay.
You mentioned it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know about you, Turtle Man, but I'm not good with big words. Can you break this down? You're not with them?
no, I mean I was in the cage, but then they realized how good of a tinkerer I am, and now they got me fixing up their guns. And I'm pretty sure my shell could survive a bit of a fall, but I'm not sure how much of a fall it would be if they threw me off. Are you okay there, Gnome? You're looking pretty excited. I personally, if you indeed
What?
made
No,
this,
I'm what?
if you
No.
made this, if you made this firearm and
Stop.
got strapped here on my back, I too am excited to make your acquaintance.
Oh my god.
Have you thought about modifying this thing? Maybe throwing on a bit of a custom grip?
Well,
barrel, maybe. It's looking kind of a single shot sort of thing, unless I'm analyzing this wrong. Am I correct?
no,
in
it
assuming
is. It is a what you would call a thunder cannon.
Thunder cannon. So, you know, I feel like they might have some of them on board here. They really like thunder and lightning on this here ship. So sometimes I would not be surprised if they would refer to their cannons as thunder cannons. However, they are not long-range firearms, which I believe this to be. Do you mind humoring me? I know this is a bit of an awkward situation to be having a bit of a gun talk. But I'm going to be very honest. The people here are kind of a little bit of troglodytes when it comes to handling firearms, and I consider myself a beginner tinkerer, but I love learning more about stuff every single day. You would say you get what? Maybe like how many feet you think you get hit with this? Maybe like 600 feet away.
From what I've tested, probably max about 500 feet. Yes.
500 feet. You know, if you threw on a scope here, you could definitely increase the range, I think. Maybe some sort of speed.
I turned to Henri and I just look at these two and just go.
Quick question. What are you doing for the next rest of your life?
Well, I guess fixing up guns for pirates, unless I'm getting pulled into this little kind of interesting adventure y'all seem to be in. Which,
well, it's up to you. Yes or no.
I mean, I feel like no gets me put down the hole, and I don't like that.
I wouldn't do that.
I feel like, and with I think with a yes, well, I don't know, but I think with a yes, I finally get a friend to maybe talk some guns, maybe learn a little bit more about them. So, you know what? I mean, I guess at this point, I'm probably going to get blamed for this anyway. They might just keyhole me like they're probably going to do y'all, so fuck it, I'm in. Let's fuck some shit up. He takes off the thunder cannon, and he's like, well, I wasn't able to do anything fun with it, but it was fun playing with it a bit. Should be back together the way it's supposed to be.
Oh, yes. I kind of look off into the distance and close my eyes.
By the way, I just want to ask you guys, do you guys actually know what keyholing is? Because I do, but I just want to know if you guys know.
Don't you get fucking dragged along the side of the ship?
Underneath or the lengthwise of the ship.
Yeah.
And it's covered in barnacles normally just because it's a war, and people die from the laceration. It's a form of punishment and death.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like sky keyholing would just be more.
Oh,
like
no, they have a way to do it.
them.
Oh, they definitely have a way to do it. And it's because of Laylet. That they have a way to do it.
Anyways, yeah, I was thinking of, adding modifications, but I've been working on my massive 30,000 gold robot that you destroyed. Not you, your non-compatriots destroyed.
You had a robot? And...
I had a robot, yes.
Oh, that's real unfortunate. I would have loved to mess around with that. You got any, bits of him around or something?
We can talk about that later.
Sorry, if you're done with your romance, can we get on?
I mean...
We're trying.
Park, would I know if they had any sort of robot-y type scrap aboard?
From what you've heard, you would have heard that thing probably doesn't fit down, they can't get it moving anyways, so they just tied it to the anchor for now, and they're planning on selling it as soon as they can.
Well, Mr. Lawson, I've got some excellent news for you. You know that robot that they destroyed? It is on board, kind of. Do you want the bad news, or should I just leave you with that little bit of hope?
We'll take it from there. We have to get off this ship with these refugees.
All right. Well, you might want to drop anchor so you can get your robot too, because he's strapped to the anchor. Actually, I wonder if going at this velocity.
Wait, I just
that
would
suck.
Okay, so Lawston, what is the last thing you said over the earpiece?
I said, he's trying to get a door open. I don't think he's strong enough. Something like that.
And then I remember Henri said something too.
I don't know if I was in the earpiece or not, but...
I don't remember what I said.
Okay, it's fine. Go ahead.
It was probably about attacking somebody.
Oh, yeah, something like, I'm just gonna...
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Pete, can you send me the stats for the flintlock and blunderbuss I have?
Yes, the flintlock, I believe it's 1d10 plus dex. It's a ranged weapon. Blunderbuss, it's a 15-foot cone. And everyone in that area must make a dex saving throw or take 1d6 piercing damage. If the target is within 5 feet of the user, they take 3d6 piercing damage instead if they fail with the dex save and half on a success. So basically the one individual that's in front of you when you use it, that's the one that takes the more damage. Everyone behind them takes less. Or anyone...
Ian, do you have these stats written up?
No, I've got... I just kind of stole whatever Pete gave me from the gunslinger thing.
Some of it's kind of off. The blunderbuss is the upgrade, and the flintlock pistol, I believe, might be the same.
Can you copy paste that if you have it, Pete? That was a lot to write down really quick.
No, I can just take a picture and then send it to you guys.
Okay, that's fine. Anyways, we'll talk about jerking each other around later with guns.
Oh, thank God.
We have...
Ignore the
handle
plus 6
that
and stuff like that, the reach, and ignore all that. It's not supposed to be reach, it's range, but yeah.
No problem. I'll deal with that later.
Okay.
We have a
You
friend
really
on board.
Oh. Well, sorry, I was just going to tell you that you really don't want to jerk on the trigger too much. It's more of a rough squeeze.
I'm used to my weapon. You can do whatever you want to it. It doesn't really misfire.
Fascinating. I would have to research that. Sorry, gun talk later. You said you had a friend on board?
Yes, we have a friend on board.
Friend on board? Yeah, I'm just fucking mush-mouthing this at this point.
Redskin, Fire Ganassi.
Yeah.
Charcoal skin.
Charcoal. Well, I'm looking at the picture you drew.
That's
charcoal
the tattoo.
Skin. Charcoal skin, Fire Ganassi.
We went to go take a look for him, but he wasn't in his cell. Apparently some tattooed lady took her.
You mean Laylet? The water Ganassi?
Is that her?
Yeah, she's the first mate. They might get along nicely, I guess. That could be a steamy romance. Or you could be fucking dead. I mean, either or.
I think it's the latter of the two.
Well, I guess you're down one friend, you gain one more.
I've lost enough friends. We're gonna go find Furnace.
Yeah, we can't lose another friend. I apologize.
His name's
but we
Furnace? Well, I guess, that's a nice sound to it. Ernest. Anyway, yeah. Alright, cool. Well, I guess at this point, like I said, I guess I'm kind of stuck with y'all, because they'll just keyhaul me. Yeah. I don't know, these people, I mean, I guess they are kind of despicable pirates, but they've been relatively nice for me, so, I'm gonna try not to kill that many of them unless I have to.
This is going better than I expected.
I'm really good at kneecapping people.
By the way, you realize it's fucking silent. There's no footsteps above.
Yeah, they probably heard when I fired off that blank earlier, so
right.
We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Everybody suit up. Let's have fun.
Boone's gonna take he's gonna take his snapper pistol and he's just gonna kind of he pulls it, and it probably looks pretty disturbing.
He tucks it under his scarf.
He just like puts it into his scarf. Like it looks like he's like putting it in there, like he's gonna blow his brains out, but he just like tucks it into his scarf. And he flips around his scattergun, and he's like, he just gives it a pump, and he's like, "All right, well, this should be fun."
Okay.
I'm excited.
As you guys make your way up and up, you realize it's almost like you're walking through an abandoned ship. But then you guys start hearing footsteps, synchronized, like dun 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 dun. As
Boone's gonna try and be as stealthy as possible.
As you guys are
really weird.
Yeah, it's still trying to quiet. The footsteps. These footsteps are above you all, and as you guys make it up the floors, you realize they're all gathered on the top deck. And actually, if you guys don't mind, can we take a quick break?
Yeah,
sure. Because I actually didn't get to use the bathroom or anything like that. So I'll be right back. But interesting how this all kind of worked out so far.
AP, that deck save for the blunderbuss, what would that be for me? Or what would the DC be for me?
The DC is right now use the. Do I not even have it on there for that one? No, I don't. Just use your own one. I'll come up with a. No, it's supposed to be a 12 until you upgrade it, so it's a 12.
Okay.
So
all right, thank you.
If I ever manage to get off of third shift, anyway.
I like the southern drawl.
I do.
I'm very curious about this. What should face it? Yeah, because I know for the firearm power, at least for my scattergun, it's DC's 8 plus my dex mod plus my proficiency. Which sucks because he's not really that good with the scattergun, but he figures if he gets a good shot off on it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited for this bromance that's gonna come out of you two.
We're gonna turn Arrington into War Machine.
Oh yeah.
Look, it's just a giant robot. Don't worry.
Make it like 100 feet tall.
Oh shit.
Turn it into a giant.
All right. I think it's this voice will be easier for you than the fucking.
I already miss Hardy's voice.
I do too, but I don't miss the jokes.
You should just like talk to Henri in her sleep in Hardy's voice.
Henri! Henri! Don't forget to take the bread out of the oven, Henri! Don't let them take all my paprika!
Don't cook the pasta before you put it in!
My knives! Where are my knives? I can't cook in heaven!
You kind of just sound like you're turning into like a South Park character now.
It just sucks though. So used to Hardy's like fucking like plus 11 with his tools, and my tinker tools are only like they're a normal number. Makes me sad.
I'm back. By the way, the blunderbuss DC of 12, unless you like personally make it yourself, and then at that point I'll increase it to your thing, and then you could increase that further, even depending on mods you come up with. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I for the scattergun, I didn't throw the DC. I forgot to add the DC in the description there.
That would be yours because that's the one that you made.
Yeah,
So-
I kept the number there just for the misfire.
Okay. Yeah, the misfire should. By the way, the misfire is all the same for all of those. And I needed Dylan to be here for that, but damn it. I'll tell him as soon as he's back, and then we'll go live. So basically, the misfire chance for the scatter gun and what's called pistol, like flintlock pistol and stuff like that, is misfire of 3. So if you roll a 3, 2, or 1, it's a misfire, and it just goes click and nothing happens. Okay. So please check every time you roll, as I won't check all the time.
Yeah, so like when I just clicked to make sure my shit was working, and that 3 I got there would have been a misfire.
Yeah. Well.
Oh wait, then I don't have to add any of my attack mods to that. Then I could just keep it as a solid number.
No. Misfire is if you roll the dice number you roll.
Yeah, the dice number. But I mean, for the scattergun doesn't. It's a DC save.
Oh yeah, you don't have to.
Roll, so
Yeah,
I could
it's
just
not
take.
You
I
take
can
the
just
attack
take
roll
that
off.
and
Yeah,
misfire.
they make a save. Yeah. So Dylan, just letting you know, your flintlock pistol and blunderbuss, not the blunderbuss, but the flintlock pistol has a misfire of 3. So if you roll a 3 or below,
This is the same as his scattergun
Yeah.
or his snapper pistol?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe it's the same.
Capacity 6 still?
No, his is a revolver. That means your snapper pistol, basically, that's Ian.
Yeah, my snapper pistol says
Misfire
snapper
2,
pistol.
capacity of 6, while pistol is a capacity of 4. That's the
Okay,
four.
that's fine.
No, so I have that was the thing. There was the 2 custom mods I got to pick. So I have an extended mag on the pistol.
Of the pistol. That's
So
what
instead of it being, I think
it
we
is. A 4-shot.
kind of like
It was
talked
a
about
6-shot.
it. Instead
Yeah.
of it being a 4-shot, we made it a 6-shooter.
Yep.
So it's just a longer clip, and it's got a custom grip. So when I'm using it, I have +1 AC.
Yeah.
Okay, not a problem.
All right. So, we are now back.
So are we like heading up the stairs?
Oh yeah.
at this
Well,
point?
you guys can look around places, but you guys know they're waiting for you up there.
Okay.
Yeah. Boone's staying as stealthy as he can be with that 22 stealth. He's just trying to. He's got his scattergun in hand. He's just gonna look and like shrug.
Okay.
Oh, Vina, Henri, what's the plan?
Go in there, guns blazing.
Good reference.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. I'm following you guys. As long as you don't sink the ship, I don't care.
I make no guarantees.
I mean, before you guys go in there all trigger happy, you might maybe a hostage situation would work. It's unfortunate you threw that pirate out, but I mean, I guess they don't quite know I'm working with it yet. Someone takes my scattergun, holds it back to my back. It's a possibility. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know if it'll work. I mean, I just it's either I like to try and approach situations a little bit more intelligently than just running and shooting at everything that moves. But you know, if that's what it comes down to, I'm down for it.
No, that's a good idea.
Who wants to be the?
I mean, none of you can shoot a gun that well.
No. We'd
Don't
probably
really-
end up killing him by accident.
But I mean,
Oh,
like out of any of us, I think Henri's the scariest. She could probably throw a lot of fear in their hearts. She's the one that brings
Okay.
Orin in. Or what?
So how
What's your
about-
name again?
Boone.
Boone.
You
My bad.
don't really have to aim this so well. You don't need to have a bit of a dead-eye precision to hit a target. But I would also prefer not to get buckshot in the back of my shell.
How about I just hold him hostage, and then Henri comes behind me looking all scary and shit.
All right. Either way, I can't have this my scattergun on me. At least see the leather back, then we'll know I'm still packing.
All right.
So
you want me to hold it, or can you hide it?
I can't really hold that or hide that. It's a bit. I'm gonna trust you here. I'm gonna give it to you. I mean, I gave you back your gun. I'm sure you'll give me back mine. That one's a modified, by the way. Other than my minor tweaks. So
I'll be sure to give it right back.
thank you. I appreciate it. And he puts his hands up. He's like, "Do I look convincing enough?
Frown. Can you frown?
Don't shoot. I don't want to die.
How about you
don't
just
make
don't
me in
talk?
the suit, please." Okay.
Just don't talk. Yeah, that's fine with me. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a question though. What are we asking for?
That was a great question.
I was hoping for a way out of here. My robot and Remy.
That's quite a bit for one person, don't you think?
Well,
We
yes.
can each ask for one thing.
I like your optimism. If that doesn't work, well, you know, I'm out of ideas. I'm out of my element right now.
So am I. I'm used to the force and I'm not used to the sky.
Yeah, it does take a little bit of getting used to.
All right, let's attempt to go.
So you guys don't even know what you're gonna ask for.
No, I got a general idea.
I like y'all. You play it fast and loose, real wild cards. I certainly hope we don't die, or
You're
that
gonna
I
like
don't.
Remy. You're really gonna like Furnace. Yep. All right, let's go. Hands up.
As you guys rush out of where you think would lead to the deck, you guys rush out, and the first thing you notice is these pirates on either side. then you notice, Boone, you would be familiar with this, but this ship isn't just a ship. It has two smaller, narrow kind of places that, if it were to go on water, would help it balance. And on top of these, I'll just show it to you. As you guys realize you are surrounded. Let me just push that to line. And you guys are all centered right here.
Boone, of course, has his hands up.
Yeah, Lawston, you're standing behind Boone with the blunderbuss pointed at his back.
On the way up, I've cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay. Oh, wait. I'm just making sure there's no double audio. I really hope not.
Okay.
But I need to know what your first reaction as you realize you guys are all surrounded completely, and and they all seem to be smiling and jeering and just kind of, and so what next? Kind of making fun of you all. Some of them are calling out Boone, like, it's like, oh, poor hostage,
Yes, indeed. Poor hostage. This is quite unfortunate. I imagine Boone's talking just in his scarf, just like, rah, 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 rah.
Oh, that's fine. They could hear you if you talk through the scarf.
Yeah, so Boone, if it looks like someone's gonna get too funny and they're gonna, like, shoot specifically at Boone, if it looks like they're gonna shoot, like, at him, he's gonna try and drop into a shell just to try and avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
But if they piss him off, he's gonna, I don't know, he's probably gonna do something fucking stupid.
Alright.
I'm gonna, before we get up here, I'm gonna let everyone know if things get too hairy, I'm gonna cast Darkness and we're gonna just run backwards.
Okay. As you guys are, as you're looking in this situation, you look up, and as you guys look up, you notice that the Jolly Roger that's kind of flying and flapping about, this is the symbol that you see. And here, I'll just post it on Discord so you guys can see it. So it's in General Crown. Sorry, I meant it in D&D, but that's what you see. That's the Jolly Roger. And so as you guys are just kind of standing there waiting, and some of the pirates are just kind of like laughing, smiling at you, kind of like pointing their scimitars and their guns kind of in your general direction. You guys hear, "Now so what will you do?" As you see, stepping down from up above the higher decks is a red-skinned tiefling. Boone, you would instantly recognize her as what's it called? God damn, I keep forgetting.
Nasira?
Yeah, Captain Nasira. You know that the crew definitely respects her, as they kind of part away and step out of the way as she starts walking down. You can see the person behind the wheel is a blue genasi, blue skin genasi, as she has actually a gray-ish coiled pseudo dragon kind of coiled around her neck, but as she's
it's Aunt Ero.
As she kind of steps down over to this area and she kind of hangs over the ledge, she goes, "And so, what now?"
Well, Nasira, I seem to have gotten myself into a pickle here, and while I'm somewhat unsurprised at your lack of concern for my safety, I am still a bit hurt.
Oh, you're useful, don't get me wrong. That's why we kept you around, my dear.
Alright.
But we can always find others.
As I'm like
quite like me,
sweating profusely and looking around all the weapons drawn on me. I take a deep breath and I'm just like, "Listen up, you motherfuckers! I have 200 pounds of black powder surrounded in the bottom of the ship.
He's serious.
I have a man down there If you don't fucking let us off, I will blow this whole thing.
Give me a deception check.
Boone's like just kind of like, yeah, he's pretty crazy. I'm pretty scared for my life, and I'd rather not get blown to Kingdom Come.
She kind of, for a moment, she like stays silent and then thinks about it. Then she goes, "So you're saying that you're going to blow up this ship and all its inhabitants, including you all, if we don't what?"
I want my robot. and my friend.
And your what?
My charcoal skin.
Oh.
Fire ganassi.
Oh.
All I want is those two.
Your robot. He just has a nice view right now, doesn't he, man? And all of a sudden go, ah, yeah. They kind of like point over and look over in the general direction, and you could see Arrington is actually tied up over the side on the anchor over here. He's just hanging there, tied to the anchor. I'll just let you guys see it so it's easier to tell. He is unmoving, unresponsive, and you can see there's a lot of damage on him. But they've kept him. And your charcoal friend? Well, Lillette, are you done with him? As she just kind of looks back. You see the water ganassi kind of shake her head. No. That's too bad.
I told you, I thought you really did have a crush on your friend, and I think I was right. If you'd be so kind as to not shoot me, I think you also owe me 5 gold, as per that bet.
Well, if you're threatening to blow us up, I mean, go for it. Some of the pirates kind of look nervously at you as they really believe it, but she doesn't seem to have bought it, as she's just like, she's smirking and she's looking at you and she's like, go for it. By the way, you guys also realize the two sides, there's these cylindrical towers that are kind of built on the two sides of these boats, and you realize on top of that is grown quite a sizable tree. It's just kind of, the leaves are sticking out the tops and stuff like that.
Do I have to see a point to cast Shatter?
You can see most of the stuff here.
But like, if I wanted to cast it below the ship,
you have to be able to see it.
Okay.
That was a good attack. You could technically cast it through that supporting gate there down below, but it might have a chance to hit Lost in, because it's I believe it's a cube. It's like Shatter is a cube. It's an area. So whatever the sides are, that's how high it would be too.
I just nervously look towards Ovina and Henri.
The sphere. 10-foot radius sphere.
10-foot radius sphere. Yeah, that would definitely hit either. If you decide to do it like down here, or over here, it would still probably hit Boston or Boone, at least one of them. As she goes, so what, you're not gonna blow us all to Kingdom Come?
You haven't even answered my demands yet.
Oh, your friend's right over there. Feel free to grab him. And Lillette isn't done with your other little fiery friend.
Alright, so I can just grab the robot?
Go for it. As she kind of smiles.
I like the way you said that.
As she then kind of jumps over the railing and lands right basically 10 feet away from Henri and Ovina. She kind of stands there, crosses her arms, leans against the back behind her, the post, as she's like waiting for you to make a move to go over to Arrington.
Boone's gonna withdraw into his shell.
You
I lose
see
my body
Boone.
shield.
Yeah. Boone definitely
Alright.
gets much smaller.
Like, I'm being real with all of you right now. I just want my robot. I wasn't part of the refugee camp. I just want...
Lost it, you just start breaking down and crying. You know, I don't think I've ever had a player said their characters pathetically crying before.
I didn't ask for this. I just wanted to check out a cool airship. That's all I wanted.
She's still smiling, and the rest of you, your demands before you apparently die, according to this small gnome over there.
We would just like our friend back.
That's it. Your friend.
My robot.
Your robot's right over there, dearie. Right over there. And she just kind of points, and as she points, you see her hands light up as like what looks like a dagger that's made out of light and jagged lightning kind of streak over in that direction and hit the frame right here between the pirates. You know, to go, oh crap, in that direction.
I'm just waiting on Honor's cue at this point.
Cute.
See, none of you guys discussed any of it.
What cute?
You just hear like Boone muttering and says, "I'm gonna die. They're gonna make me into a soup."
So you want freedom? Is that it? You want to be free?
Go get your robot, Lawson.
Lost it. You eventually make your way over there. There's no way you could pull him up. The way, like, there's no like, there's a rope there for like you to be able to pull and eventually like pull him up, but he's tied to the anchor. There's no way you could fucking pull him up at the moment.
I'm just gonna sob over deck. Oh, that's shit.
Boone's gonna kind of like peek his head out of his shell, and realizing there's not a gun on him, my scarf without anybody noticing, and then just like pop back out of the shell, but with my gun drawn.
Okay. Give me a set. Yeah, give me a set of hand check. Yeah, you like just enough that you could stick your fingers out, kind of just enough to grab the gun underneath your scarf, and if you pop out now, you would have it in your hand.
Gotcha. And he's gonna like they're winging it, so he's gonna wing it too. He's gonna pop out and he's gonna aim the gun at Ovina's head, and he's like, "Aha! See, I got free. You shouldn't have taken your gun off of me, tiny gnome man."
As Ovina, you feel the cold press of a barrel up against the back of your head.
Fuck! Should have trusted him.
Tables have definitely turned. I think
Now-
we got ourselves oh shit! You know, I had one for this, and unfortunately for hold on a minute. It's the whole pressure. I've never been in something like this before. It's very exciting and terrifying.
May I ask, why did you take us?
Well, you want to know why we took you all? We could have left you to drown, you know. Oh, the sharks would have loved that. I mean, you could have always go back. The sea's right over there. And she kind of points over the side of the ship, where there's obviously no sea.
I mean, that still didn't answer my question.
Boone smacks his head. Masurian standoff. That's what I was thinking of. Masurian standoff.
As she steps closer to, she actually takes another step step towards you, Henri. Now that she's getting a better look at you, she's like, you're not with those folk, are you? And she kind of gets serious. Those damn holy folk up north.
The what? Ugh, now I'm doing the accent too.
The holy
What?
folk.
The what? What? What's a holy folk?
She draws the blade. She draws her dagger, and you notice that it's like lightish blue in color. The blade itself. As she kind of points it towards your throat, she goes, what's the damn name? Lathander's light. You're not with them.
Oh God, no.
Good. As she kind of steps back and pulls the dagger, kind of scraping the underside of your chin a bit. Well, sorry, man, we don't get to kill this one. Now, what the hell is wrong with you? She comes over to Yovina.
What do you mean by that?
As she looks down, and Boone, you have also noticed this for a while now. The growths that are growing on her.
Yeah, come to think of it, maybe I should get my gun disinfected, because having it on the back of your head like this, I hope I don't catch something from it. And Boone's like moving the gun a little bit away.
It's not a bad idea.
She then takes the dagger, kind of pokes at one of your mushrooms, then kind of quickly cuts off one and falls off.
Feel good?
Oh, I'm repulsed. Boone's gonna take like a few steps back at this point.
You know, as she takes a step back away from you guys back to her original position, she goes,
Attack of opportunity. No.
Oh, you could have. You could always do so. She goes, you know what I love? You know what I love, man. And they all kind of shake their heads. I love courage. But the one thing I really hate is stupidity. You were all, what? Brave enough, I guess, to make this plan? And you, too. And she looks over to you, Boone.
I have no idea what you are talking about. Boone says with his
Deception check with disadvantage.
Pete, I already got negative deception.
That's fine. I'm asking for a reason.
2 nat 20s.
No, you can't reach down that far, Lawson.
That was the whole plan. God damn it.
The anchor's hung too low. You can't reach over the side and grab the anchor. It's not made that way.
Right.
Boone, yeah, she's definitely hasn't fallen for any of it. And she goes, and yet you were dumb enough to come what? Make your way off a damn flying ship?
Well, I figured I was kind of in trouble either way, and Boone just kind of shrugs. He's like, "That's the desperado life, I guess."
I mean, back to the first question I said, why even take us?
I could have let you drown, but you make more.
Yes, but that's not the question.
You
the
make
question is,
more
why
money.
did you take us?
You make more money selling alive folk than dead folk. That's why.
That makes sense. Okay. Thank you for answering my question. Took a little while.
You know, you all remind me of these idiots, as she kind of points over to the rest of the crew.
Well, I mean, I always did think I fit in here pretty well, so I'll take that as a compliment, ma'am. He tips his hat at her.
But I don't think you'd be so happy as them staying here. Alright?
Honestly, I just kind of want to see the world at this point. preferably not plummeting towards it at a few hundred miles an hour. But
How about this then? A wager, per se. And at this point, she starts to pull out her daggers and kind of throw them on the ground, and you can see she pulls out about 10 of them from different varying places, and they start landing. She starts pinning into the ground, but the one that she likes and she has, and she's pulled on Henri and Ovina, she has it tucked away. And then she asks the crew for, decent weapons, and some of them throw her some of these like rusted, obviously crap blades. How about a wager? I like little wagers. And actually, your charcoal friend there, he's the one who suggested it. After we learned that you were trying to get the hell off my ship. So how about it? You beat me, I let you go. If I'm impressed by your, let's say, your spirit, your damn stupid courage, then I let you go. Otherwise, you stay here and you work for me. Or I could, let you see the world before you hit it pretty hard.
Over the earpiece, you just hear, "Can someone help me pick up my robot?"
And then she puts her hand to her ear and she goes, No one can help you with that.
Can someone besides her?
May I ask one question? Can you clarify what beat means? Defeat?
Impress me. I will do it by the way of the sky. 1 versus 1. How about it?
well, I guess at this point, so what you're saying is we take the wager, possibly get off of here.
You could also get off of here without the wager.
That is very true. And if we lose, we stay here working for you, which is what I was doing pretty contently before I investigated a pooping gnome. So, why not?
And the rest? She kind of looks over to the rest of you.
Go for it.
To Henri.
Well, clear the deck, man. As she kind of steps down, even further down the deck, moving past you, and she stands over here as some of the pirates kind of move up and around and over to make some more room. And I need to know who's fighting her first. I'll say anything is allowed. I'll just use these shoddy, rusty little daggers. I feel like that's even.
Yeah, I guess it probably would be even. Boone looks around and is like, I'm not really much one for, close combat dueling, folks. I don't know. And any of you competent swordsmen, competent swashbuckler even? I know the gnome's out. He seems pretty. He seems to be pretty firearm focused like myself.
Now all of you fight, or none of you fight.
Well, obviously, I'm just trying to figure out which one of us wants to go first. I mean, hell, I'll go first and get my shell whooped if it'll prove a point. But I'm gonna need my scattergun back. Unless this is a one weapon only thing, in which case.
Oh, you can do whatever the hell you want, sweetie.
Oh yeah, I figured as much. Hey, Lawston.
Yeah.
Get back over here.
Yes,
Leave
you would've
your
got that
robot
back.
alone.
Alright.
Lawson, give me back my scattergun, please.
There you go.
Thank you. And he's going to click it onto his back. Well, I guess I'm going to go up first, since, again, I've been pulled into this absolutely crazy situation. Hopefully you guys figure out what the hell you're doing by the time I done get my shell shocked.
You got this,
I
Nick.
just realized you're playing another character that could just make puns all day too.
Oh yeah. Boone's walking over, but as he's walking over to the wizard, he's twirling his gun to himself.
Oh my god, you rolled a 27.
That's his sleight of hand.
Oh, that's his sleight of hand. I was like, how the hell did you roll a 27 initiative? Alright, I think I know what Ovina's planning, personally. But either way, this will be fun. Alright. The pirates that have kind of walked over to where the daggers have, that she pulled out of her, off her body, picked up most of her daggers and are kind of holding them for her. As, Boone, you're standing there. The rest of you, if you don't mind, you guys can back up or help him somehow, but you can't directly fight her according to this fight.
Alright, then I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on him.
Okay. Boone, your AC goes up by 2, I believe. I know, your AC is pretty high.
Oh boy.
Yeah. For 10 minutes, so that's a good
I
one.
need that with her, with that +7 she had in her initiative.
Yeah, she is not a... There's a reason why she's one
I'm just gonna do what I was built to do, Pete, real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Just for him.
Well, okay, one's a concentration, the other one isn't. Okay, so that's fine.
Yeah.
So you get 1d4 plus 4.
I gotta roll that.
No, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Fucking. There you go.
Okay, so you gain 6 temporary hit points.
And then take a sanctuary. Alright, I'm out of spells. We're good.
And she kind of crosses her arms and goes, "You ready?"
1 sec. Okay, it's good.
All the pirates kind of go, "Yeah, go." They're kind of
Boone's
cheering.
sitting there.
Some of them are actually cheering on Boone, surprisingly. But she doesn't seem to mind at all.
Boone kind of tips his hat to them. Thank you, ladies and gents. It's gonna be an honor, miss.
Oh, it always is. As she just kind of, she takes a step. She actually takes a step back, and she kind of. That's where she'll wait. She's tossing 2 daggers, one in one hand, while she's kind of twirling the other one in her other hand. And she's waiting.
All right, quick question: with trick shots, do I have to whatchamafaceit? Do I have to call the trick shot before I make the roll, or?
You can. Yeah, you have to call it. So and you don't get disadvantage like some of the others. Like when you aim for a specific target, like other people do. That's why it's a trick shot. You don't get disadvantage, but you have to call it before you use it. So.
Gotcha. And am I able to combine that with my Deadeye?
Do both of them use grit?
They do.
Yes, as long as you use both grit form.
Cool. All right. So Boone's not going to mess around on this one. I'm going to Deadeye try and headshot on my first shot.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god, wait. Oh, Deadeye gives me advantage on the next attack roll. Never mind. I thought it was all. Holy
no,
shit.
it's just the next. It's one attack roll.
I'm going to do that first one, and yeah. Then he's just after that he's going to go just to make a normal shot after that.
Okay. First of all, let me just change the music real quick. I want to get some combat in here. Where is it?
And I would just say that he's been spinning the pistol since with that 27. He's still spinning that pistol. So.
Yeah, he's just kind of like just getting ready. And then as soon as she steps back and starts to flip one of her things, you go instantly over, pointing your pistol right at her head, towards her head.
Pull it, and nothing happens.
And you pull the trigger, and you hear just a click, and she goes, "I told you should keep our guns damn clean."
And he's like, "Well, I did. I was just going to see if you winced, and you didn't.
And
so
don't you have
good
another
job."
attack, by the way?
I do. At that point, he's just going to flip his he's just going to do a quick motion, flip back, the scattergun.
You can't. Remember, it's
I can't switch.
It's a bonus action to switch weapons like that.
I wasn't sure if it with the dead eye, or not that way. His quick reflex if he was able to.
You know what? I'll allow it. It's actually kind of cool that you can switch between guns as a gunslinger with your quick reflexes.
So he's going to take a step forward and pull the trigger on that.
All right, she makes the dex
I
save.
love that I blew. Yeah, she got to make the dex save. Let me just pull to see if anything happens. Oh!
Actually,
too bad it doesn't. Do
the roll doesn't matter with scatterguns. It's just they have to make a dex save because it's a cone area. As
I don't have to get any grit back from that though.
No, you don't. As you pull the trigger and you feel the kick of the gun, she quickly actually kind of jumps over the side as she grabs onto the railing, and but her arms still take the damage, and she jumps back afterwards when she realized that you're pulling the blunderbuss out to shoot to do the damage.
So
that's just 11.
11
yeah. 11 halved because she succeeded in saving, so that's 5. Alright, she goes, ooh, cheeky little, and she then, as she comes over, pulls herself over, she throws one of the daggers at you, and that is just a dagger.
That just barely hits.
That is a 5 points of damage, and then she runs over to you. God damn it. And then she's going to take the other dagger as she goes to grab the one that's on you, and she shoves the other dagger, trying to shove it into your torso. And this time, she doesn't actually need... Huh?
What?
Oh, you're just cheering. Alright. And she... Dagger. That hits, so sneak attack's gonna hit.
Oof.
Take 29 points of damage as when she steps in, you realize, by the way, she's not just a normal rogue, if you guys didn't know, but she steps in and quickly, as she's pulling the other dagger out, shoves the new dagger in her other hand deep into the original injury, and you could feel it kind of touching parts of your bone at this point. As you step back and she kind of pulls the dagger back out.
Boone's staying right there. I mean, he might.
Oh yeah, you kind of stagger back a little as she pulls the dagger back out.
Those are some thick shells. Boone says. Some blood rolls down his mouth. I'm impressed. I gotta say, but there's one thing you haven't calculated for, ma'am.
She steps back 5 feet.
Oh, I guess I don't get
no, because you're using because you have the shotgun out.
I do have the shotgun out.
And not only that, she actually has a thing called fancy footwork, which allows her to, when she makes an attack, during your attack, you can make a melee attack against a creature that cannot... if you make a melee attack against that creature cannot make an opportunity attack against you or the rest of your turn.
Nice. Oh, Boone's like, well, ma'am, it's like you took one thing out of the count there, and at that point, Boone is just gonna. Boone is going to take a sideways step this way, like almost like a diving step. And he's gonna
kind of like
trigger
a roll, and
And if I recall, Pete, I think you said that when it's point blank, they get disadvantage on their save. If I remember you saying that with a shotgun.
With yours, yes, because the one that you made, not with the normal blunderbuss.
I'm not allowed to. Oh yeah, I guess I can't make a trick shot on this one.
No, you can't.
But yeah, I'm gonna take a shot with this, and then I'm gonna bonus action slam 2 shells in and take another shot directly after.
Okay.
Damn, I wish that these crits counted for something.
No, you can get rid of those rolls. You know them, right?
No, that's the. I keep it there just so there's a no. I need to know about the misfire though.
No, not with the scattergun. Like I said,
there's no misfire with the scattergun.
No, I might have not said that properly, but no, there isn't.
Well, damn. All right.
That's like the good and the bad. You know, it doesn't do that much damage, but it's also useful in close quarters and crowdedness. She fails the first one, And then the second one, she succeeds.
All right, so that's 11 on the first and 6 on the second.
As she just keeps her eyes on you for a moment, and as she tries to step away, you pull the trigger before she could react at all, and you could tell that. So that's 11, and then 11 plus 3. 11 plus 6.
Yeah,
so 17 points. So 1 second. Okay, there we go. As she kind of like clutches onto the area where your shot hit her, she goes, "Oh, you. That's why I liked you." As
wait, I'm still full.
Oh wait, shit! I forgot she has evasion. It's fine. I'll start using it from next time because I didn't remember it. As she then rushes over this side and throws. No, not throws. She's going to dagger. That hits. Critical.
Yeah, that's a hit.
That's a sneak, and then 1 pierce. So that's 34 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, I imagine Boone goes down much like in the samurai movies. Like, I just slash him and he just drops.
As she manages to cut deeply into you, she runs 2 more feet and then jumps. That's not a 22, that's a 24. She jumps across and over to the other side. Boone, you're down, right?
Yeah, Boone's down.
Yeah.
I just imagine like as she goes by, he's like, "Damn, I hope y'all figure something out," and he just kind of falls.
Mm-hmm. And you are down. All right. And she turns around and she goes, "Now who's next?"
I'm gonna feed him a regular health potion.
All right, Boone, you are healed for.
Or what it is? Is a 1d4 plus 4?
No, 2d4 plus 4.
2d4.
Yeah, regular healing potion is 2d4 plus 4.
Nice.
All right, you're healed for 9 points damage, Boone.
He like pulls his hat up. I'm guessing I didn't get her then, huh?
No, unfortunately, she did something where she stabbed you and fell unconscious.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not really quite good at this close combat stuff. Well, it was fun. Boone then he puts back his scattergun. He pulls out his snapper pistol and he starts trying to unjam it. He's like, "Well, who's up next?"
I guess I'll try. I mean, if I don't make it, I know you can.
I will take good care of Arrington.
Thank you.
It's funny, his name's Arrington and he's currently suspended above the air. That's quite clever.
Alright.
All
So
right.
it's like she's just waiting expectantly?
Yeah, you could roll your new an initiative roll now,
Okay.
and join her in her initiative roll.
Oh shit. Okay, sorry Pete.
That's-
Just put an 8 up there.
Okay. There we go. Alright, cool. As she then just kind of steps further up here, and she just kind of waits here towards the tip.
Alright. Ah, fuck, you're so far away. Oh, come on.
As you go, "Oh, you're so far," and you pull the trigger.
Ah, I can't hit you, you're too far from me.
But you're not accounting for the wind here, as you know. And she just kind of, she hears it and goes, "Was that for me?" As,
No.
That's pretty impressive. I think it would be a bit more impressive if you actually hit her, but wow.
Okay, well, I don't need this criticism right now.
It's okay, I got my gun jammed, so...
Alright, I'm gonna reload and, yeah.
Alright. She is actually going to back up 5, and jump over and land over here, and then she's gonna throw a dagger at you.
Yep.
6 points. And
Oh, you got Sanctuary up? Oh, I guess no. I guess that doesn't work since you shot.
It went
No.
down as soon as you took a shot.
yeah. And then actually she's gonna throw the other dagger too, so she has no weapons on her hand. I'm guessing that hit.
No, that one
Okay.
misses.
And the other one just kind of flies off this end of the ship as you kind of double over in pain, and she goes, and she looks over to her crew, like reaches their hand out. They start rummaging. It's your turn now.
Alright. I can only do one thing per turn, so.
That hits though, as she's not looking, and you take the shot. Oh,
Wow.
the fuck! She's gonna do uncanny dodge though. No, that's melee
Alright.
attack, isn't it? When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, so no.
You
it's
said
not
she
melee.
wasn't looking at him, Park.
Fine, you're right. You're right. You're very right. You caught me there.
Oh, shit.
So that is 27 points of damage.
Boone just whistles.
As you see her, like, visibly go, she, at this point, some of the crew go, shit, like, looks over at her, and then,
I look down the barrel of my gun, I go, was that me? Oh! And then reload it.
okay. She then quickly, as the rest of the pirates are snatching up her, or grabbing some daggers to toss to her, she runs past the one right here, grabs 2 daggers off of him quickly, one that he already had in hand, and the other one that's on him, and she rushes over to you, and as she does so, she
Pete.
just...
Quick question. You said we can't attack her to help out.
This is up to your character and how you would play your character. If it's dirty or not, that's up to you.
I think Boone, since he's still tinkering with his gun, I believe a 15 unjams it. But I'm gonna just hit fire, give him a scare go off just for like kicks like in his hand, like whoa fuck,
Yeah.
just to be a dickhole.
Okay. It's fine. Give me... do the thing. Wisdom save.
It's a 15. Oh Jesus! I just want to know if the rest of the pirates, like, she doesn't even hear it. I just hope the rest of the pirates just fucking like jump
Yeah.
or something.
The other pirates... Yeah, they're like, oh shit! And some of them kind of like, take cover, thinking they're lost.
Look! I think he's firing back. He's making my guns go crazy. He's a magic gun man.
As
We have to go back to tinker.
Captain Nasira, kind of this time with a bit of fury in her eyes, rushes at you. She leaps forward with the dagger in front and tries to hit you with one.
Don't do it! Ah, she did it!
And
It's an
then,
arm!
and then quickly moves over this way and then throws the other dagger. Not throws, but
Oh, I'm down.
as you take... the first one was sneak attack, the second one wasn't.
I'm down.
So that's... It's,
I'm down. I'm down.
Okay. Well, you didn't go double over, right?
No, I'm just down.
Okay, you're just down.
That's my whole health bar. I'm down.
Okay. As she goes... She turns over to you guys, to the rest of you remaining, goes, now who's next? You can see that there's a bit of like blood in her mouth as she kind of like wipes it away.
I got a question
Up to you.
about the ship. Are there any of those? What do you call them? I guess crow's nests or whatever.
There is one. There's 2. One is on the main one, and the second one is actually with this ship. It's all the way at the furthest back end.
Sorry, where are they again?
There's one basically right behind you, towards the center of the ship.
Okay.
So basically right here, like way above.
How far above is it?
What's the range that you want to know?
1 second. I think it's 80.
80?
90.
90. I would say... Oh, you're trying to thunderstep up there. You know what? Yeah, it's within 90 feet.
Alright. I'll take a whack at it. Just give me 1 second, because I gotta pull up that new thing.
Okay.
Henri will, like, step up to the plate.
All the way up there?
No. Like, to
fight.
To battle.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that's the case, please roll your initiative. Make sure you have your character clicked and and ready to go.
We're gonna look around like, anybody? We got a doctor in the house. I think this little gnome is kind of gonna buy the farm.
And I need you to make a death save, Loston.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use healing hands on him before
okay.
I do anything.
Yeah, you kind of come over, put your hand on him, and he heals for 7 points of damage.
She dead?
Loston, it hurts. As you go, she dead, and she's right next to you. And she goes, no, I'm not.
Oh, next time you.
Next time I'll do that.
Where the fuck is my thing? Why is it not opening?
Balloon's gonna walk over here next to one of these pirates. And he's like,
god.
How about the show, huh? You get these that often?
More than you think. She likes to show off.
I can see that. I don't know how I haven't witnessed this in my time here.
Well, we don't really take prisoners normally.
Yeah, that's true. Except for the fact that you guys have seemed to be doing a little bit extra recently. Sure are a lot of people down there in that hole.
Well, like she said, drowning's not a way to go.
Alright, quit your yapping. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Balloon's just buying time.
As she kind of moves over a bit, and she's kind of eyeing you up, and she then gets her daggers ready. He's like, you're not... I'm guessing you can do a little magic.
Yeah, that's about all I can do.
This will be fun. As she's now kind of positioned herself here and waiting for you. Now it's your turn.
Okay, how far is it from her to Thunderstep up to the crow's nest? Is it still within 90 feet?
No, you're almost right below the mast, so you're about... You can make the distance, but for her, it would be more. It would maybe... I don't know how tall masts are, but if she can Thunderstep, she could probably still make it. Maybe just barely.
Because what I want to know is, like, if I walk over to her and use Thunderstep, will I still make it up there? That's what I want.
Yeah, you can still probably make it up there. Are you gonna try to bring her up there?
No. That would be interesting. No,
let's go for a ride.
I don't want to be in close quarters with her. I'm just gonna run towards her, and then I'm going to use Thunderstep.
I thought you might, so please, what is the range on this thing?
90 feet.
No, I know, but what is the AoE range?
I think it's a 10-foot radius.
Okay, so Boo definitely gets hit.
Sorry.
Ovina also gets hit.
Sorry.
What is the save that she has to make?
I think it's a con save.
Con save.
Yes, it is.
It's a 14.
She fails.
Okay.
Does a 15 save?
Yeah. No, you fail too. Sorry.
I got a 19, but I think I'm going down because I don't have that much health.
So do the damage as you blink up there. As you run to her, quickly turn, look up, and you see you kind of like bend down to jump, and as you jump, you disappear in a concussive blast. You disappear with like extreme speed, and a concussive blast appears, knocking Boone and some of the other pirates here and Ovina aside. It does 14 damage.
Yes.
Okay. So that is...
Boone's like, wow, that hurt. Ugh.
Wait, do I also get that that stormy magic erupting from me, or is it only if I reappear?
I'll say you can do it because you're casting the spell in the midst of it, so you could do her damage. You could do the damage.
Okay, then she takes an additional 3.
Okay, she's gonna do uncanny dodge on that. So that is 1. Okay. All right. I'm going.
Do I have partial
cover?
cover? Yes.
Yeah, I'll say from this angle you have 3/4 cover, but just in case that you guys are gonna do something like this, I planned for it. Boom.
Ooh.
There's
As
so many people up there.
well, no, they're all down below, and I'm gonna move them accordingly. So that's the one.
Okay, you
annoying-
move me too, because I don't know where the crow's nest is.
Yeah, they're basically down below. I'll say I'm just gonna move them back here for now. Let's sit back here. Some of them are gonna be over here. Sure, why not? Why not? All right, and then you would have blanked right up here
Okay.
as she kind of looks around, then spots you.
I'll wave at her. Peek over and wave at her.
Yeah. She's actually let me see if she has something she could do. Interesting. Wait, you're right. Interesting. Alright, I just want to know this too, because I had this ready, but I just wanted to make sure. Where's the sneak attack? Your unmistakable confidence propels you into battle. Add your charisma modifier to initiative rolls. In addition, you may use sneak attack with any melee. Okay, so it's melee. Okay. So you're from where she is. You're probably about 70 feet up, probably. As she runs. She runs over here, starts to climb up. I'm gonna move all these fuckers out of here. God damn it. That's the one bad thing. And she moves over here and starts to climb up. And she gets only about that far. So she's still quite a distance away.
Alright.
But she's looking at you as she's doing so. And you can tell she's smiling almost. She's enjoying it.
Cool. I'm gonna cast... I'm gonna cast Storm Sphere where she is.
Interesting. All right. Right where she is, you start to see like moisture and the cloud around the ship start to gather and starts to darken as you see lightning and sparks coming off of it. She takes... Wait, why is it just doing the bludgeoning? What about the lightning?
That's separate. I have to do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. But it's half no damage from bludgeoning, and then the lightning automatically? No, what is it? Can you read the spell?
Hold on 1 second. I have so many tabs open.
Okay, here it is.
Okay.
So, 20-foot radius appears. Alright. Every creature in the sphere, when it appears or at the end of its turn, there must pass a strength save or take a 2d6 bludgeoning damage. The sphere's space is difficult terrain. So basically, it's still a... Whenever it ends, the bludgeoning damage happens automatically. As a bonus action, you can cause lightning to strike up to 60 feet from the center, from the range spell, and if you're... You have advantage if the target is in the sphere. On a hit, it deals... So you still have to make a ranged attack. It's not a save. I don't know why it's set to save. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Alright.
There's a strength save for the I don't even know what I'm talking about. Never mind, just forget me for a second.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So 7 points of bludgeoning. And then...
For call lightning, it's
Yeah.
a dex save.
It's a strength save for the bludgeoning, and then yeah.
Yeah, and then it's a spell attack for lightning, and I believe
Yeah.
that was the 22 she rolled.
Okay. She's going to make a strength save. She fails. She takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And then now the lightning sphere, as it connects with her, you have advantage, so you can roll again.
Okay.
I just want to make sure it's not correct.
Who is meowing?
Yeah.
It's my cat.
Cute.
I think he wants outside. Just give me a second.
Okay.
There.
So it's still 22. That hits either way. So do your damage, and she's going to actually uncanny dodge it. 9 points of lightning damage. She uncanny dodges it, so that is a 4 points. As now, is that the end of your turn? You're staying up there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna duck. Well, I'm assuming it's a crow's nest, so there's that little hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna duck a
No,
little bit.
well, there's it's not like a encased area. It's just like a little bowl. So as you kind of duck in that area, trying to hide. So I'll say you still have 3/4 cover, as you're still needing to look over, make sure she's there.
Yeah, I'm just peeking over.
She uses her. So it's 20-foot sphere, and 30 feet. Wait, is it a 20-foot sphere? Yeah, it's a 20-foot sphere, and so for 10 feet of it, it's 20 feet of movement. Then she gets 10 feet, and then she's gonna dash all the way to the top. She will still have a bit of movement left. As she makes it all the way to the top of this one, she grabs one of the ropes there, and quickly jumps off, trying to swing towards you. So she jumps off backwards and swings towards you. And as she swings, I'm going to say in midair, she's going to try to throw the dagger inwards. Surprisingly, it doesn't matter if you have half cover or 3/4 cover against her, because she has sharpshooter, so it doesn't matter. As she throws the dagger, ooh, don't worry, it's just a dagger. As you feel the pain from this dagger as it impacts into your hand, as you're kind of looking over and you see her coming up, and she manages to hit you in the hand. She then makes I'm gonna make an acrobatics check to see if she makes it. Yeah. Lands right next to you. And then goes, oh, hello. And she grabs onto the dagger that's in your hand, and she's just holding onto it. And now, actually, no, she has one more attack. Yes, she does. Does that hit?
Yes.
There you
She's
go.
got a lot of attacks, damn. I'm out.
Well, you still did a fair amount of damage, surprisingly.
I was not fully healed when I started.
You had a long rest.
I thought I'd last a little longer.
Okay. As she then... okay, so you're unconscious. Alright. She then looks over to where Ovina is and goes, you're next.
Well, I'm not fighting up there. You better come down here.
Okay. She then kind of jumps off, grabbing one of the ropes, and slows down just enough, and then tumbles over here. And I'm going to actually get rid of this. Where is it?
Boone's gonna start trying to climb up. He's like, well, good luck, dwarf lady. I'm gonna try and stop your friend from bleeding out. And he's gonna start climbing up the fucking ropes.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, I just need to... There we go. And it is now Ovina. You're the only one left.
Okay.
Henri, please make a death save.
I hope I die up here.
What happens if you actually did die?
Oh.
Alright.
I would say your soul will get to join Quibbins, but...
Quiven and Hardy are both gone forever.
Yeah.
As she then walks over to Loston and walks past him, she's kind of keeping an eye on you. And what do you bring to the table?
What do I bring? Well, I'm gonna start off with this. As I pull Caterpillar's cocoon out of my spell pouch, I then slowly transform. Hair grows out of my arms. I end up growing an extra pair of arms, and I am this giant ape at this point in time.
A giant ape. Nice.
And I'm just staring her down.
You have the stats, right?
Yeah.
She sees this and she goes. She kind of laughs and then she kind of shouts. She shouts over in the direction where the helm is. Layla, this one's just like you. As she gets ready to fight, is that all your turn, or are you doing anything?
That's my entire action.
You can still move.
Yeah.
And you have a bonus action.
I am gonna stay. I'm gonna go right here.
Okay.
I'm a big ape, so I'm actually like large.
Okay.
So
I'm going to
there?
actually.
Make it.
Yeah,
make,
no.
Make go.
You know, move Arrington away. I'm gonna look for ape real quick. Okay.
I was like, oh, you should just stretch Ovina just visually like 4 squares big.
I can.
Boone is.
It
Boone's
won't.
climbing his way up.
God damn. So I'm not the biggest fan of druids, but
let's
it's
just
fun.
stretch my character, or I can just
Yeah.
stand in the middle of 4 squares.
I'll stretch her. Oh, there it is. I'm just gonna make you a gorilla.
Jesus.
Ovina, I'm just gonna move you over here. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. And I'm gonna give this control to Ovina. There we go. Now you have full control of the ape.
Woo!
Oh,
It looks
okay.
like he's wearing a diaper.
I know he does look like it. But Captain Nasira, is that all you're doing? You kind of move back into that corner. All right. She's kind of smirking and smiling as she does something similar to what she did to, I believe, Boone. She's gonna throw a dagger, but she's gonna do -5 +10 to it with her sharpshooter. So, and then she's going to rush in and then try to stab you with the other one. That is a
Hit.
13. That hits. So that's a 15. And then she's going to rush in.
Wait, does a
Right.
13 hit a giant ape?
Yeah, AC is only 12.
They're pretty
Damn.
big. As she's gonna rush in and then stab you with the dagger. Does that hit? Pretty sure.
Yes,
I'm sure.
yeah.
So sneak attack plus another 6. As she then backs away, I believe she moved 10 feet. She backs away and a couple feet. She just backs away 5 feet.
Okay.
And now it's your turn.
So I'm gonna run up to her, and with my multi-attack, I am first going to just hit her as hard as I can.
Okay.
Which is a D20 plus 9, so 14 to hit.
Okay. So, wait, what was that? Sorry, I was
14 to hit.
14 to hit. That misses. As she definitely
Okay.
just kind of swirls out of the punch with one of your fists. You go in with the other one, trying to slam her down into the ground.
And with the second one I want to do is I want to try to grab her.
Oh.
I'm going for a grapple.
Okay. She's going to use.
Is that attack or is that athletics? I don't know
Give
how
me an
grapple works.
athletic. If it's the person grabbing, it's athletics. I believe it's the person trying to resist a grab. It's athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. So it's plus 9, which is 22.
Yeah, Dylan, that's right?
With the athletic thing?
Yeah.
Uh,
If the one that's receiving it about to be grappled, they could dodge out of it nimbly with acrobatics or with
Yeah.
brute strength.
yeah, it's a special attack action. I
believe that's right. It's a good
Yeah,
roll.
athletics versus dex or athletics.
Yep.
Okay. So
No, as she's too quick, as you try to grab her with both arms, she just kind of ducks out of the way and then rolls back and kind of pops up to her feet.
at this point in time, I'm just slime my fist into the floor just angrily.
The mesh here that, I forget what that's called, but that thing, you kind of break a bit of it as you're kind of slamming in out of anger and frustration. And she goes, Don't do that to the ship. As she jumps in, and she's going to actually dagger first.
Hits.
Sneak attack. And that. Then she's going to back away. And then jump up here. And as she's jumping, she's going to throw down a dagger with -5 +10.
And also that
Hits.
medicine check was to try and stabilize Henri.
Okay.
Holy fuck, all these con saves are still in gorilla form.
Yeah. As now that is a 18 to hit you. That's 18 to
Yep.
damage, I mean. So,
-18 minus sneak attack and piercing, which is what, 31?
31. Yep.
31, yeah.
She does a lot
Okay.
of damage. There's a reason why she's the captain. Alright. Ovina, it's your turn.
Yeah. I have a reach of 10 feet, and she's up, what, 5 feet?
Yeah, so she's just out of your range. You have
So
to,
I'm gonna
Yep, that's...
walk there, and
yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to grab her again
Okay. Make
for my
another...
first attack. 17.
Well, with a grab, it's athletics. So it's
Yes.
D20 plus your...
Plus 9.
Oh, +9. Okay. Yeah. No, she
At
again.
this point, yeah.
You know, nimbly
This-
just kind of dodges it, going around the mast there.
So at this point, I'm done trying to grab her. I'm just gonna attack her.
Wow.
As she goes, as you finish like with the attack, and you're just kind of huffing, she goes, "You done yet?" She's going to jump down. As she jumps down, she's going to sink both daggers into you. She's going to jump down here, trying to do so. They both hit.
Both hit.
Sneak attack, and then dagger, dagger. Dagger, dagger.
No, I'm back to Avina.
Yep. The second hit would be in your form.
Yep.
As you transform back to Ovina. I'm just gonna get rid of this gorilla form. Boom. You feel the piercing pain of the other dagger as she's jamming it into your stomach.
You know you're really annoying, right?
Yeah. You mean... No, yeah. That's right. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna turn to where Henri was. Hopefully channel a bit of her energy and cast Call Lightning.
Alright, as the clouds darken above, you rain down lightning at the place where Captain Nasira is, and she's going to make a dex save. As she nimbly avoids it, she's going to use evasion and take no damage whatsoever. God, she had evasion for the first half the damn fight.
And as my reaction, I'm just gonna cut my hand and spear some of my blood on her to make her take some poison damage.
Oh, okay. Interesting. How much?
6.
Okay. 6 points, dang. It's more than I thought. Alright. She then is going to... She's actually going to bonus action disengage. Move over here. And she's going to sharpshooter, throw a dagger initially. Let's see what happens. It's 23 to hit. 18.
18. Okay.
Are you still casting another spell? You have another concentration?
Call Lightning is concentration.
Oh, it is. It is. Alright. Then she's going to throw another dagger. Same thing. -5 + 10.
Still hits.
18 again.
Oh my god. It just never stops. 18, 72,
That's
54. And it drops, I believe.
yeah.
No,
It doesn't. You make
No,
it.
no, because
10
that's
is
yeah,
a
yeah.
make, yeah. So you
Yeah.
succeed in holding the call lightning, and she's kind of looking up, like. It's your turn.
I'm gonna full on charge her and try to tackle her over the board.
Okay. Give me an athletics check to do that because you're trying to tackle her. I'll let you choose athletics or acrobatics, whichever one you think is better.
Well, I've already clicked.
Okay. And she nimbly just kind of like, you know, as you pass her, she kind of moves you out of the way and grabs one of the daggers that's still like stuck to you and like pulls it off. And she gestures her crew for another one.
With my bonus action, I'm just gonna chant some words, attempt to heal myself for the damage that she's done.
Okay.
And as my reaction, as I pour poison on her, I just... Why? I can't get ahead of you. Ugh.
That's the whole point, isn't it, dearie?
I guess.
As she then moves around you... By the way, I can't click here. There we go. She moves around you. And as she does, she's going to make a dagger. She's going to attack with a dagger. Does that hit? 15.
Yeah.
Okay. Sneak attack. And then that.
I don't think I can make this con save if I want to. Wait!
Oh!
No, that
you make it! You made it!
It doesn't matter. Holy shit.
It's 45 points of damage.
45. Whew, I'm not looking so hot.
At this point, she kind of backs up away from you to the other side. And then she gestured over to one of the crew, which finally gets her a dagger and tosses it down to her. And now it's your turn. Ian, you're
Oh
dead.
god. I have...
These overnights, man.
All the spells I took this time took no material, so I don't have my normal spells.
Yeah, because you didn't have materials to begin with.
Yeah, so I am...
You have a spear also.
Yeah, spear's not worthwhile though. I am gonna try to tackle her one more time. Take her over. That's the only thing I have.
Alright, give me an athletics or acrobatics check. Ooh. Ooh. Actually, no, that was a 24. The lowest you could roll was a 24. Because it's reliable talent.
Yeah.
Yeah. As she again just kind of deftly avoids it and goes, "Are you sure this is all you can do?"
I think he won. And I'm just gonna again heal myself and do 6 more damage to her.
She's gonna move over here. Actually, she's gonna disengage, move away, and she's going to throw a dagger, sharpshooter. 15 to hit.
It's
16 points of damage. And then she's going to... give me a second. I want to see if she would... Would she toy with... Yeah, she would probably toy with you, knowing that she... She got just throw one of her daggers. There you go, 6 points. No sharpshooter. Now it's your turn.
Nope, that's definitely gone. At this point in time...
By the way, did you use your crown thing?
My crown? I've not used it yet.
Okay.
Haven't had a time.
Okay. I just want to know. You got to tell me when you use it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in and with Primal Savagery just for a last hit.
Okay.
That's all I have left.
As you run in and you feel your fingers kind of getting sharp, you go to attack her. She surprisingly just kind of stands there. And instead of defending, because she has both her daggers thrown, her AC goes down, you manage to hit her.
If she's not even attempting to fight, I'm stop fighting.
No. She's like, you could see that has no dagger, and she's just kind of like taking the hit. But you'll understand why.
I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna hit her.
Oh,
She's
okay.
gonna be like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop. Look at her. Isn't this supposed to be a fight? Fucking man up.
Oh, don't worry. Go for it.
I stop.
Boone's
I
sitting
know
up there. Boone's sitting up there smiling, like just gonna looking down, like really, really hoping that something's gonna happen.
Then she goes, all right, you want me to man up? You want me to man up? She then goes, here. And she looks like she kind of throws something in your face and like puts her hand up to your face. And then you just see stuff like a cloud of fine sand. You need to make a con save.
Yep.
She
hit him with
throws
the pockets
in.
Yeah, I was gonna...
As you are quick enough to, like, kind of like rub the sand out of your eyes. She is actually, because
I'd be up here. Sorry. Yeah.
She moves over and she's behind you, and then she's going to actually move away with disengage and then throw a dagger.
I'm out.
Oh, you out?
Oh yeah. I have 8 left.
Oh, wrong person. Alright. As Ovina, you fall and Lawson kind of rushes over to, I don't know, do what. But I'm guessing
Steal
something.
her stuff.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Desecrate the body.
To pour a healing potion down your throat, she then kind of tosses the daggers back towards some of her crew, and she actually starts to move over and past all of you. As Henri, you're stabilized, by the way, because Boone stabilized you.
Yeah.
So you're not
I'm
dying.
like Boone's sitting up in the crow's nest, so they're just kind of keeping a sniper's eye out on whatever the hell's going on.
And she's going to go. Oh, by the way, what were your demands for this fight?
The robot, Remy, and our freedom.
Yeah, okay. She says, so you wanted your freedom, your robot, and your friend. As she's making past like crew. Do they deserve it? As some of them are going, yeah, some of them are going, no, toss them off the damn ship. She's just kind of listening in on them. What are you guys doing, those that are conscious?
Boone yells over to the ones down across the ship.
By the way, Boone, you could have brought Henri down by now.
I think he's intentionally kind of sitting up there to see
okay.
what's going to happen. He kind of yells like, hey, all you naysayers, I'm still probably a better shot than you. Just keep that in mind.
I'm gonna throw some cure wounds into Austin as he throws the potion in my mouth. Thank you.
I gently feed you another potion as you're touching my...
Gently.
As I caress your nipples. A second time.
Oh, yeah, that's the only spot you heal people in.
Alright, as she goes, well, doesn't matter what the crew spoke. All of you, get back to work. You four, my quarters now.
Boone's gonna pick up the unconscious Henri, sling her over his shell, much like he does his gun, and he's gonna start making his way back down.
Okay.
Henri's got a bloody nose now.
Alright.
As I get to the
Spells.
bottom, I clean up her nose and just cast a cure wounds into her.
Henri, you are healed for a little bit. As Layla actually basically tells somebody to take over. She kind of makes her way over to you, and then helps you guys get to the captain's quarters, basically where she's gone. And as you guys get in, you see a very nice and lavish interior with expensive kind of like ornaments and jewelry just kind of like laid about, left kind of in the open. And she's sitting down on behind her chair, and she's looking at you all. So you're not morons. Well,
Some more than others, but we're not gonna judge.
well, according to your friend, you're not morons. Some of you, at least. And
Did he name names?
no, but I think you just did. So is what I hear true? You're friends with somebody in the city, a noble boy. Other than you, Boone, of course.
Well, I wouldn't. Sure, yes, of course.
What's his name?
Let me look through my journal, Peter. One sec. Something along the lines of Allison. You know, it's a little cute name I have for him.
By the way, that's not who she was talking about.
What are you talking about?
Michelle.
Oh, oh fuck. Well, that guy was higher up too. I have two noble friends then.
Well,
Oh, Michelle, yes, him too.
and according to your charcoaled friend, his story is that you guys were what? She kind of looks over at you. You all.
Well, I wouldn't say lovers, not yet, but. Oh, is that not what you're talking about?
No. What were you doing with him?
Oh, we were just, they picked me up. We were traveling. You want specifics? What we did each day, or I don't ask you.
Examples of what you did together might help and make sure that I don't toss you overboard for being a moron.
Oh,
And you can
Killed
see
some
at this
dogs.
point, Layla, who's standing next to her, is healing her, by the way. But what'd you say, Lawson?
we killed some dogs. We killed some ghosts and some undead. A lot of undead. What else did we do, Audrey?
You guys cut out for a good 20 seconds there.
Basically, she asked, what are some things that you guys have done with this person that you know as Michelle?
I saw him naked on an island. It was embarrassing for all of us.
I haven't met him, so don't ask me.
Yeah, some light adventuring. We've only known each other for maybe 2-3 weeks now.
He's dumb and stinky, and I hate him.
But he enjoys my inventions, so I love him.
Y'all really are a very polarized group.
You could see that she's smirking and smiling. And she goes, and all you wanted is a bit of freedom.
And the robot.
Well, of
And
course.
Remy.
Well, yes. Your little charcoal friend. I believe Laylette's done with him for now. And she kind of turns to you guys. Turns to her and kind of nods. And you wanted just this freedom for yourselves? Is that it?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say we don't want the refugees free as well. They're under our protection, technically, not anymore since we all got captured. But, they were.
And what will you offer then? For their
What do
freedom.
you require? I mean, I have a certain skill set.
No, yes, but so did Boone. But he wasn't ever happy being here.
How about...
Well, I mean, I did like working on the weapons, but you know how it can get. But if I may, ma'am, this gnome here, that rifle you had me inspect, it's a lot different than anything I've ever seen. I can make plenty of, I guess, mundane firearms. This is arcane, and it definitely is a certain sort of skill set, especially if you made a robot. Could be very, very useful skill set to have in your arsenal.
Well, what if I say I wanted that gun?
Well, it's worth about 1,000 gold, so you know.
That's it. Just
Well, I mean,
1,000.
like it's my first model, so you know it's not the best.
And will you be willing to give up such a treasure of yours then? And she's smiling and she's just looking intently just at you, Lost.
Is my freedom worth 1,000 gold?
Well, you're the freedom of others.
All right, they're included. I don't know. It's a pretty steep price to pay, guys. What do you think?
Well,
Give her the gun.
I mean, I'll help you build another one if you so choose.
I will give you the 1,000 gold.
She goes, it's just like tearing off your own arm, isn't it? Leaving something that you love behind.
Yeah.
How about this? We'll make a deal. You tell that boy you know to follow his compass.
That's it.
Or
Okay. I can
find
do
what's
that.
hidden at least in the compass. That should do.
Okay. Whatever you need, Captain.
Oh, and if you don't do this, I swear we'll rain down all hell wherever you are.
That sounds justified.
Now, I believe that you're headed to the city, right?
Yes.
I want you to give my regards to him.
Boone's just looking around. Boone's just looking around awkwardly. He's like, I feel like there's something I'm just not getting here, but it's
I
okay.
don't understand either.
I don't mind being the man on the outside looking in.
I had a tough time too. The conversation flow's not very smooth. It's like long pauses.
Also,
I'm confused. He has a compass?
Well, obviously she's definitely doing some sort of insinuation for dramatic effect. The problem is, I think only you two know exactly who she's talking about. So myself and the crunchy dwarf over there are a little bit on the lost side.
well, that's fine. I don't really care. Also, all the tiefling folk here, we're taking them.
You know what? I'm surprisingly fine with that. As long as you keep them safe, that's fine with me.
And none of you are tied to those hand folk, right?
Talking about those assholes who took my friend.
Or
That
Lathander's
goes-
light.
That goes back to you. Are you tied with any of Lathander's light?
Do I look like I'd be? And she kind of like taps with the hilt of her like dagger. She's tapping at her horn. She's like,
I don't know. You could be trying to be the only tiefling left in the world. Why? It's confusing why you want the tieflings, unless you want their safety.
All right, I'm going to stop y'all again. Lysander's light. I'm not familiar.
it's close.
Terrible religion. Don't follow it.
They're taking people like me, and I want you to promise me if you run into any of them, make sure none of them live.
Well, if they're abducting folks, I don't mind putting a bullet in the brain.
That was
Never
my plan
was
all
much.
along.
Never was much for religious fanatics anyway.
You have so much in common.
Yeah, it's almost like we were like destined to meet or something. Maybe y'all getting captured wasn't such a bad idea, or bad twist of fate.
Yeah, Lawson got to meet his soulmate.
We prefer shellmate, actually.
She's like, who's this friend? What's his name? That was taken.
His name would be Zara. Z-A-R-A. Sorry, Z-A-R-A.
By the way, I know you did that on purpose. Okay. She's like,
Sorry, it's Dwarven.
I really don't like you dwarves and the way you guys pronounce certain letters.
Sorry. Was it Z? I'm sorry, is that the common tongue? My bad. I thought we were all fine with dwarves around here, but apparently not.
I mean, as long as all the dwarves don't have whatever that is growing on them, I think I'm okay with it.
Do you know where he's taken? No.
I have a guess, but not for sure. You're trying to free all the tieflings, right?
What nobler cause would there be than setting people free? And I get the irony. Took a bunch of you captives, but save you from the sea.
Are you attempting to save as many tieflings as possible? Is that why you're taking ships?
Well, personally, I thought there'd be some nice things that this government ship would be shipping other than just folk. Captain had a few nice goods and some news, but that's about it. The rest of them, the tieflings, I was surprised. We're sending them. We're gonna send them to a place they could be safe for now.
Alright, well, if you happen to see my friend Selping, tiefling such as yourself, he was taken by the assholes. Try to keep him safe. I'm still searching for him.
By the way, Tristan, are you gonna be here next week?
Maybe.
The following week then?
Maybe. A following week, 100%. This next week, it's a 50-50. I'll let you know in like 2 or 3 days.
Okay, because we might not have the session anyways then, because there'll be 2 people missing for sure.
Yeah.
But either way, she goes, just letting you know, Tristan, you've never heard of a place where tieflings would be safe, like all completely safe away from them. And Nysera goes, Layla, open the way for them to go. We'll send them directly into Sierra. And the rest of the prisoners too. Other than the tieflings. Now, if you want to help us find your friend Zara, you might be able to help where I'm dropping the tieflings off.
That would be nice. Where are you dropping them off?
Somewhere where you don't need to know just yet. At least the name.
Okay.
Further south.
Real quick question, ma'am. Can I please get my plan for my pepper box back?
What the hell are you talking about?
The blueprints I was working on. I'm pretty sure somebody lifted them off of me.
I have no idea.
Well, I might have to go rough up some crew members real fast then.
I'll go help you with that.
Thing.
Oh yes, never mind.
Unfortunate.
Hey, Captain, did you find another one of my ear anywhere?
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about. She kind of flicks her hair back and she's looking over to the side.
Okay, well I'm just gonna turn on the
it.
siren setting and deafen everyone who's wearing it. So let me just
and she's just making an annoying sound. She's like, "You idiot! It's right here." And she was obviously like kind of like showing it off when she was doing that.
So I have it back.
What is this worth to you?
About 50 gold.
Oh. Give me a persuasion check.
I'm gonna give you a deception check because I just lied.
Oh yeah. Give me a persuasion or a deception check, either way, or both actually. Give me both.
I'm gonna head off.
Okay.
I,
Oh, one moment. God damn it. All right. Bye. We're gonna take a quick break while I adjust the screens.
and I'm gonna run to the restroom.
Same here. Jeez. Okay.
I'm not gonna be here next week.
You're not?
No.
Okay.
Are we gonna end the session soon?
Yeah, we're gonna end the session soon, so don't worry.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure I have things set up for next week. Where's on? There we go. Oh god, all your cameras are wrong now. God damn. It's always such a fucking hassle. There we go. Perfect. And now we'll push the live and wait for the people to trickle back in. Alright. We'll wait for Ian to come back. But basically, she's with your deception. Give me a persuasion check too.
Persuasion. Okay.
Oof.
Okay. She goes. Make sure the city doesn't tear those refugees apart.
I will do my best.
Also, by the way, I need you guys to give me a history check at this point.
What is in regards of?
Nothing magical about her and what you would know, remembering the symbol and who she is and stuff like that. Okay. Boone, you already know this information. But Lawston, you would know that this lady is actually quite feared normally because of the reputation she has, that people kind of see and know her as. But she is the Lightning Mistress. And you would also know that the pirate crew is called the Thundering Corsairs.
Thundering what?
Corsairs.
Corsair. Oh, okay.
Corsairs. Yep. She's technically one of the pirate lords who's supposed to be feared and revered. But now that you're talking to her, she's not ridiculous. She has moments of grandeur where she obviously, needs to flaunt it. But she's not like, I'll cut everyone's tongue out for mistalking and toss you overboard kind of person. As she says, alright, look. Just do as I have asked, and I won't need to chase you down.
Captain, my captain.
Can I make a further deal with you?
Well, what's that?
This would just be on a one-on-one. Do you want to rescue tieflings, right?
Well, that's my goal for now until the wind shifts.
How about this? You want to rescue tieflings? I have a couple of tiefling friends I want to rescue. How about I help you with the tiefling issue, and then you might be able to help me with something else? It might be in your wanting. There's probably a lot of treasure involved with it.
At the mention of treasure, her eye kind of narrows over to you. So you want to help us in my cause?
Yes. And I want you to help me with revenge. But you get all the rewards. I don't want anything involved with that.
She goes, oh, give me a persuasion check, actually.
Persuasion. My strong suit.
She goes, toss in that crown you're wearing. Call it a deal.
Can I believe her?
You can make an insight check. Remember, you guys can always make insight checks on. Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, you believe her. The fact that she's being so generous to you guys, she has no reason to let all of you go. And she is right. If she sells you guys all off as prisoners or captives, she would make a decent amount of money. But she seems to have other intentions and something in mind that she's, obviously doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you have all reason to believe her and her actions.
Deal. And as I grab the crown off my head and throw it off the ground.
You can't. As you realize you can't take the crown down. Oh.
One issue. I can't take this off.
That's no problem. Layla will take care of that. Later.
I mean, since we're making requests, you got room for another.
Depends.
Now, I would like to know how this airship works, and I obviously don't have the time right now. Let's say if you were to spare a year of your time later on for me to study this ship, I could provide you with robotic crewmen. Given the scraps.
Her eyes kind of like there's definitely a definite interest. She's like, and she goes, she kind of whispers something. She's like, yeah. That would be, and you're just gonna learn how this ship works.
I want to. Is this a magical or combustion type thing?
Oh, it's definitely magical.
That. Yes.
You're like, yes, of course. She's like, if you ever bring that boy that I asked you to go meet, then yes, we have a deal. You make some robotic crewmen, they'll do my bidding, and you can learn about the ship.
Perfect.
Deal. As she, kind of gestures over to Laylette, and then it's like I said, send them to Sierra. And she looks over at you, Boone, and goes, do you have any last requests before we part our ways?
Unless you know where that pepper box blueprint I was working on. It's gonna be useless without all the other stuff I got on it, but
I'll ask the crew before you leave. How about that?
thank you kindly. I feel kind of weird not making requests otherwise, but it's been fun tinkering with guns for a while. Got anything left you want me to try and unjam before I leave?
Not really. It was nice that you fixed mine up, and she kind of replaces her gun, which is like a very well ornate gun, and you were modifying that. She's like, personally, I was gonna let you go after you finish this.
Well, I mean, it's close enough. The rotating barrel, like I said, it's a prototype, but a little bit nicer than those single shot pistols y'all were using before.
I prefer quality over quantity. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm personally inspired. I'm gonna have to make something like that at some point. Maybe.
Well, and this is actually where we'll end it.
No.
But we're not gonna have a session next week, unfortunately, because I believe
Sorry.
Tristan, Ian, and
yeah,
Dylan,
I'm
all three of you that are here, aren't gonna make it, and I don't want to
Yeah.
have a session with just Alexis and Duke. So we'll skip next week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll stick around a little bit to talk about this session and the campaign after the stream's over. But yeah, you guys are going to actually, I'm going to describe it next week too, I'm sure, but you guys are going to be taken to the top of the tower, as so is with all of the other the refugees and stuff like that. And Laylette's actually going to open a way through the trees into a tree that's actually in Sierra.
Can I ask her one more question, Pete?
Her? Yeah. What's
Yeah.
up?
I have a favor I'm trying to do Michelle, just for him being so kind to me early on. He's searching for his mother, and I know you're well known and you know a lot of people. Would you happen to know where his mother is?
She's out there somewhere.
I'm sure. All right, well, keep me posted.
I've met her.
Kiss you.
Not the nicest lady, but she's safe with the others for now.
Okay, good to know. Thank
Alright.
you.
All right, and this is where we'll definitely end it off. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Hopefully, Ian, by then your schedule works out and you could join us.
God, I hope so.
Yeah.
Else I'm gonna shoot myself.
Well,
With the gun you just made?
Actually, I requested off that Friday. Now that I think about it, no, she won't do it. I'm having a surprise going away from my friend during late afternoon, so provided they give me off.
well, either way, I hope you guys enjoyed playing, and anyone that's watching, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. We'll be back in 2 weeks, and by then I promise all the episodes should be up online. So I know I haven't updated since a while, but they'll all be up there soon. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Penis.
Yo, speaking of penises, how about Batman's? Holy shit.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh no. Yeah. And also, there are testicle physics in